What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel for another live hockey watch party. Canada versus USA 2025 and inaugural four-nation face-off championship final here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the opening ceremony going on right now in Boston as the Americans and Canadians line up for the national anthems. If you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload on the channel, but we'll get to that later. And a live stream as we continue to cover not only international games here on the channel, but also NHL games. And yeah, we'll get into the playoffs later this year as well. But live play-by-play, commentary, updates, reaction, and of course live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat here. We'll be live throughout this whole game, guys, and we're excited to hang out and talk about this game, call this game, and experience the end of what has been a great little tournament plopped in the center of this season. Hey, what's up, Hockey from Home? Thank you so much for joining. I see we got Scott here as well. What's up, Mr. Young? Good to see you. Good to see you. Tim, shout out to Tim. I'm just going to lower this webcam, big guys. Shout out to Tim, by the way, for becoming a member of the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for going above and beyond and supporting this channel, man. We have a new video that will be posted probably at the end of the weekend for members. So thank you so much, brother. Appreciate it. Hey, Denial, great to see you. If there was a time, or a Tim's as we say up north, to be a hockey fan for a night, tonight is the night to be it. We got over 400 people watching collectively on all platforms right now. If you're watching on X or Facebook, come over to Twitter, join our live chat here. It is absolutely buzzing. Oh, I see Wayne out there. He may be the great one, but he isn't the greatest one. The greatest one is Mario Lemieux, as all you hockey fans know. But yeah, if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, consider coming over to YouTube. Join our community here. Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going? I love how, like, Scott has become a hockey fan based on these watch parties, based on the World Juniors, and now, like, look at this, getting to chant USA again as your team's in the finals in this small little tournament here. But anyways, the players starting lineups are being announced right now, guys. Starting lineups are being announced right now for the Americans. Gensel, Matthews, Hughes, Slavin, and Faber. How good have they been, man? Like, Jacob Slavin, to me, is one of the most underrated players in the National Hockey League. Honestly, he is so good, and they've been a tremendous pairing. Tkachuk, Eichel, Tkachuk. I mean, the Bash Bros are back with Jack Eichel centering them. Werenski's had an unbelievable little tournament as well, guys. Like, I don't watch enough Columbus Blue Jackets games, I'm not gonna lie, but I always appreciate how unbelievable his skating is. By the way, vote in the poll question, Vote in the poll question. Tonight, I will get the schedule up, Hockey from Home. Tonight I'll get the schedule up. And then for the States, we got Miller, Larkin, and Boldy. Miller and Boldy have played quite well together as well. And Miller's got has got some looks on this line too, which is a menace line. And then Kreider, Trocheck, and Nelson on the fourth line. For the Canadians, McDavid, Stone, Braden Point to start things out. Makar, Taves. Obviously, we've seen the success with McKinnon, Crosby, and Reinhardt's going to be getting some looks there. Marner, Cirelli, and Hagel. And they got Jarvis, who came into this one. Sam Bennett and Marchand. Like, that is an energy line. That is an energy line. But, like, looking how the Americans are built for this tournament and likely going to be built for, you know, the Olympics, dude, Tom Wilson is going to be on the Canadian Olympic roster, right? Oh, yeah, dude. Not only that, but he's been... and Brett and I talked about this yesterday in Wildly Informed. They've been leaning on him quite a bit. I watched the Wings review the other day, and the pizza one. Hey, thank you so much, Scott. Thank you so much. We got more from Brixworth dropping tomorrow and this weekend. And then I can even send you some of... We've done this before, like a similar series at other breweries on the channel. And they're in some of the playlists, but I can send you some of those as well. Binnington versus Hellebuck, by the way. I know, Hockey from Home, but it makes me sick that the best that Canada can offer is Jordan Binnington right now. Vote in the poll question. Let's see where our poll question's at. We'll see if where our poll question's at. Oh, no. Okay, the national anthem singer for Canada. Again, I have the volume on very faint in the background. It sounded like maybe she was French, but she messed up the words in the beginning. Subtle troll, subtle troll. All right, let's take a look at the poll question. By the way, you guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Who wins the rematch? The 51st state or the 11th province? Let me know in the chat. Oh, right now it's 50-50. Little tongue-in-cheek there. But Canada or the United States, who wins the inaugural Four Nations? And by the way, maybe as the night goes on, I'll switch up the poll. Do you think Russia should be added to this tournament and it just become the nations? Or do you think maybe Russia and the Czechs be added to this tournament and becomes the six nations? But if they do add the Czechs, we just have to double and triple check that there's enough like top level Czech guys to make that competitive in the National Hockey League right now. I know there's a lot of big Czech names, but to fill out a whole roster, I don't know, my camera's going in and out of focus, sorry guys. To fill out a whole roster like this, I don't know. I think so, but we'd have to double and triple check. The Russians, yeah, they'd be right up there with Canada and the States this year. Timothy, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. I live in the US too, by the way. I'm from I'm dual citizen. I'm a halfer, but I grew up in Canada. So when it comes to international sports, I root for Canada. But in this one, I'm rooting for a good game and for the boys in red to take it home. You guys won the World Juniors twice in a row now. Canada needs this. Canada needs this. Yes, my flag is packed away and I'm moving soonish. I know, how patriotic am I for again leaving the flag in a tote that's buried in the storage closet there. But I got the Canadian tuxedo on. And still repping Waggle. GetYourWaggleOn.com for some of the best golf gear, winter gear, just if you want to look fly as hell. GetYourWaggleOn.com. Use promo code SP10 for 10% off your order. There we go, there we go, there we go. A halfling, yes, yes. Magish. Please stay there. I don't know if that's a shot at me or not. It's expensive to live in Vancouver Island, brother. That's where I'm from. I'll be back eventually. No, I had the Sota Pod is based here, and we started this a few years ago, and it was easier to help operate it on the ground here. Maybe someday, Hockey from Home. Maybe someday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, puck is about to drop. National anthems wrapping up here. We have a huge crowd watching across all platforms. So thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, we'll be doing live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat here. Just let me know your thoughts on the Four Nations as well, because I had my doubts that the players would play, honestly, like, super hard in this tournament. I figured they would play at the same level and pace as they did in that, World Cup that apparently they're bringing back. We talked about that in the Wildly Informed show too on this channel, so check it out. We streamed that yesterday. It obviously blew our expectations out of the water with how intense it was. Just even starting with the first game, Sweden versus Canada. Sure, maybe like the first 5 minutes, both teams were kind of like gauging, the intensity level, the pace. But after a few big hits, it was just all systems go. And then obviously leading up to the Canada-US, the first run, the first game that they had, and then, which was, one of the best hockey games I've seen in a long, long time. Just from the opening bell to basically till the end. Now I know the United States, they did play. Calling it a trap game is not 100% accurate, but they played a very, very conservative game in the third, and it worked, man. It worked. Canada couldn't get anything going, couldn't really enter their zone and set up at all. So I'm interested to see if they do that again, if they get the lead here tonight, or if they just kind of, keep their foot on the gas. Keep their hands on the throat. Keep squeezing, if you know what I mean. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The ice is cleared. First period is upon us. the rematch. The anticipated rematch. I'm so excited, guys. I am so excited. And keep the comments coming throughout this entire stream, guys. Like I said, we are totally interactive. If you're watching on Facebook or Twitter/X, come over to YouTube. Join our community here. Our YouTube chat is one where we got quite a few people here as well. Makar is in. Yes, Makar is in. And like I said, just want to interact with you guys. Couldn't afford to go out to the bar here and hang out with the hockey homies at Tom Reed's, so we're doing it in the City Life chat here. Hey, let me know your score predictions as well. I'm gonna say 4-3 Canada in overtime, baby. Because they love making us Canadians bite our nails and making games close. Yeah, Canada. Hey, what's up, John? Good to see you, buddy. Oh, yeah, bud. All right. 5-3 Canada. Morrissey is out. Yes, Morrissey is out. All right, here we go. Fucking electric crowd, guys. Electric crowd. All right, puck is about to drop. First period. And the Bash Bros starting for the Americans. Dude, the crowd is electric. This is awesome. No, Luis, that's illegal, my man. We're doing play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, interaction with you guys. This is like the longest I've seen, like, build up to a puck drop. The broadcast is milking it. The broadcast is milking it. How you doing tonight, Louis? Hockey, you have Google. It's time to do play-by-play. Isn't Jesper Bratt from Sweden hockey from home? Come on, come on. Yeah, Scott, you were telling me that. It ruined my taste of alcohol here lately. Oh, interesting. I'm glad you are like 90% recovered. How many fights? 1.5. I'm gonna say 2 fights. I don't think they're gonna happen until the second period. All right. Here we go, guys. Finally puck drop. That was like the longest. The longest we've had to wait. But the crowd was going... Whoops. Wrong button there, but whatever. Here we go. But I guess last time that button was appropriate. Anyways, quick face-off. And we're going to have another one here just 8 seconds in. Yeah, he is Swedish hockey from home. All right, we're just going to redo the face-off right at center, guys. 8 seconds in. All right, here we go. Canada wins it, and they dump it in the American zone. Nice job of the Americans sending it around, but Canada keeping it in. They send it around the net. Pinching to try to catch it in the corner. Canada still with it. Aggressive play by the Americans here. At least fighting their checks, and Brock Faber separates the man from his puck, and the Americans send it up into Canada's zone. They trickle it in front of Binnington, and Binnington's gonna cover it for a whistle, and already Brady pushing and shoving. Devon Taves and Brady Tkachuk already getting into it here. All right, we're gonna have a face-off, I believe, to the left of Binnington. Oh, what's up, JT? Yo, guys, if you're watching on Twitter/X or Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. This channel is bumping. We do a bunch of international streams, and we're going to be covering a ton of the NHL playoffs, as well as obviously the home team, the Wilds team as well. JT, that's illegal, buddy. We just do play-by-play. 19:22 on the clock. A nice shot by the Americans. Canada retrieving on the right side. The Americans get it back. Pass, and that shot went right and wide. Nice passing in the corner for the Americans, trying to find their men up front. Pressure by the Canadians on the right wall. USA has it, but can't get through. Canada, nice little passing in their own zone. Sorelli's going to send it in. The founding fathers are there. 1856. And again, the Americans, nice passing, top of the circle. Shot Binnington with a nice save. And Canada separating in the corner. Looking for a pass behind the net, but again, nice tight checking by USA. Made sure that no man was open. Hey, there's the USA chants from the crowd in Boston. And dude, the States again get that puck in. Canada, Drew Doughty takes the hit but sends that puck around, and Canada entering the US zone. Left side, backhands it around. Looking for someone to chase it. They've been dumping it. They haven't been able to chase it. And USA comes out of their zone again. Up the left side. They dump it deep in the zone. Fighting for it in the corner. Nice hit by Canada. They're able to break it up. Up through center, the McKinnon line out there. Crosby. He's fighting for it in the corner, but they lose it. And USA is going to trickle it way up and down the ice. And nice job by, who was that for 21 by the States? Was able to negate the icing and get a hit. But unable to keep the puck in. 17 minutes and 44 seconds, and Canada brings the puck over the US line. Able to hold the line here. Canada finally has some reinforcements, but is taken down and puck is stolen. And here comes the United States. Sloppy entrance as he fell over the blue line, but an entrance nonetheless. And I mean, it is just back and forth right now. Team able to carry it into the zone. The Americans getting a little bit more chances here, which they have the only 2 shots of the game thus far. But it's been pretty much like enter the zone, team takes it away, rinse, repeat, other side. Canada dumps it in. Good 2-on-1 defensive play by the Americans, but here comes Canada's reinforcements. 17 minutes on the clock. Canada again going to reset from their zone. Pareko brings it over the line. Canada shot from top of the circle. I think that went right over the glove of Hellebuck. Canada able to keep it in. They send it back in. Hellebuck forced to make a save. And here comes the Americans off that rebound right side. Canada's defense is back there. The Americans try to make a play, and they do on left side. Nice right pad save by Jordan Binnington. Canada ends up getting the rebound. Canada 2-on-1 shot. And I think that went off the stick of the defender. Here comes the Americans. They send this one in the Canadian zone and finish up their change. 16:06, ladies and gentlemen. And that's going to go up and out of play, and faceoff should come right outside the American zone. Whew, back and forth affair here, guys. It is tense. It is tense. Again, if you're watching on X or Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. This is the community that we're really trying to build, but we're basically just streaming to Twitter and Facebook to say come over to YouTube and check out our community here. We also have a poll. It's a simple one, but we want you guys to vote on it. Come check it out on YouTube. 16:01, and Canada wins the face-off. Yeah, it was in the Canadian zone. Canada, McDavid trying to poke that up, and he does, but Brock Faber with it for the Americans, and he sends it up the left side, neutral zone. Canada able to pick the pocket, and here comes Canada 2-on-1. The Americans have been doing really good, almost double checking guys as they enter the zone, so even though they leave maybe a man open, there's not even opportunity for him to handle the puck, or let alone get what has to be good pass off. 15:28, Drew Doughty for the Canadians making a play, coming up through center. Canada dumps it in. Canada hasn't really been able to set up in the American zone yet. Having said that, the U.S. have only been able to do it once as well. Early McKinnon, shot through center, score! And Canada opens up the scoring, ladies and gentlemen. Finds some space in the slot. I'm not sure if it was tipped or not, but found some space in the slot and just fired that one up through center. Hey, Canada opened up the scoring last time, though, guys. Canada opened up the scoring last time, but... All right, let's check out the replay here. God, man. I want to see. Was it a tip? Man, I think that one might have gone just straight through. Dude, that one went straight through. What a snipe. What a snipe. Oh, my God, what a snipe.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Sheesh. Through a ton of bodies as well. And Canada leads 1-0. 15:03, USA sends it up the right wall. That was a hell of a shot, especially since it wasn't tipped in. The Americans with a chance there, but unable to get his stick on left side to take that pass. Was Team USA, and puck's going to trickle all the way into their zone. Canada changing. You know, what a shot. So Nathan McKinnon, Scott, is like one of the best players. I mean, all these guys are like the best players in the world, but he's like one of the best players, not just NHL players. Like, we're talking like top 10, maybe even top 5 in the world as well. Definitely top 10, maybe top 5. 14-24. I think you could definitely make the argument for top 5, as I would, though. And him and Crosby are from the same small town. 14-14. Battling for it at center. We're going to get a whistle here. And here's that fourth line on for Canada, Sam Bennett. So, like, Sam Bennett will honestly, Sam Bennett will probably be on this Olympic team as well. Sam Bennett and Tom Wilson. All right, that's a little grit. Mystic MMA figured I would give hockey a shot tonight, hoping to embrace your Canucks. What's up, Mystic MMA? Yeah, this is truly like best on best, and the players care about it, right? They're playing at like an Olympic level, but it's under NHL rules, not necessarily IIHF rules, so they can actually fight. Which they had 3 fights in the opening 9 seconds of their game last week. Doubt that's going to happen at least in the first period here, because like Canada wants to win the rematch. But good to see you, Mystic MMA. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Canada still has it right side. Bumblefucking the puck at the circle. They send it around. Sorelli trying to hold it, and they do. Nice short passing by Canada. Canada's with a shot, and that goes right and wide. Behind the net. Big hit by USA. But still fighting for it in the corner. 2-on-2. Digging it out. And the Americans have it. They send it up center, and they're going to dump it in and get a change themselves. Yeah, I watched the game last weekend. I've only enjoyed watching Olympic hockey and countries get involved. I find it fascinating. May have to start giving the NHL a shot too. The NHL is good. The NHL is good. Don't get me wrong. 13-12. But yeah, international play when NHL players are allowed to compete it's peak hockey. USA trying to hold the line. They send it back to the neutral zone. But what's crazy, Mystic MMA, is they didn't do an all-star game or competition, all that jazz this year, and did this instead. I think they've solved their all-star game problem. This is it. Instead of guys wanting to skip the all-star game, they're gonna probably like want to play in it now, right? They're gonna ask to play in it now. Good entry there by the Americans. Actually testing Bennington a little bit here early. First shots of the game were from the Americans. They had the first chance early. But yeah, Mystic MMA, it is awesome. It is awesome. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Appreciate you for watching. Sorry, my laptop just froze for a sec, so just refresh it. We'll get right back to it. Don't you worry. But Canada opens up the scoring, guys. Canada opens up the scoring. We're only around 5 minutes into this as well, but appreciate you guys for watching. Vote in the poll question as well. Oh, man. Yeah, this is much better than All-Star Game. I think NBA should do a Team USA versus Team World 2. The country aspect would just make it more interesting. Yeah, it's just such a different sport, though, right? Like, it's just hockey's so intense, and it makes for just such a different level of competition on the international scene. All right. Sorry about this, guys. We'll get right back to the play-by-play coverage here. In layman's turn, my shit just froze for a sec, so just had to refresh Chrome and my app, and we are right back to it. All right, thank you. But yeah, shout out to everybody watching here. Appreciate you guys. Of course, come right back into a TV timeout, but that's okay. All right, since we're in a TV timeout, let's take a look at where you guys land on the poll question. All right. So who wins the rematch? 45% say Canada, 55% say the United States right now. I imagine this one's going to be pretty close all night. So far, even shots on goal wise for a piece. Canada's leading in the face-off, 83% to 16%. The first time these guys played, I think there weren't many special teams that were seen. Like, we didn't see many penalties called other than the fighting, right? Like, it wasn't like a dirty game. There weren't like many tripping calls and things like that, right? Other than just like the fighting majors. 6 hits already for the Americans, 3 for the Canadians. I figured the Americans would be the more physical team. Hey, Denial. It's good to have you in the chat, man. Oh yeah, absolutely. Barring injury. All right, face off here. 12:35 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't think so coming into this season, Mystic, but I am positive he will now. Like, he's what, less than 20 from breaking it? Americans, right side, they gain the zone. And Canada takes it in the corner. It comes loose. Sam Reinhart looking to break it out. Hey, what's up, Sven? Good to see you. And Orensky back to retrieve it as Canada couldn't hold on to it in the offensive zone. And Canada able to retrieve it. Canada up center. And again, great job just checking by the States. Oh, they send it up right side. He's got one body there, and that goes off the stick. Good job by Drew Doughty getting that stick on that shot by the American. And again, just battling in the neutral zone. No one can really bring this puck in clean. 11:30 on the clock. Minnesota Wild player Matt Boldy on the ice, who's had a pretty good tournament as well. I mean, every Wild player is represented well in this tournament, to be honest. The Americans have behind the net. Nice pressure by Canada. But I'd say the Americans are doing a better job. They're going 2-on-1 in the right times, and or just playing hard checking hockey, mano a mano. Faber with a shot off the back wall. And the U.S. can't keep it in. We're going to have a whistle. What's up, RJ? Top 5. Well, McDavid, McKinnon, Draisaitl, Kucherov. God, and the 5th one's hard because there's so many just absolute studs out there. So I'll give you the top 4. Quinn Hughes, 5. There you go. I went to a preseason Wild game about 10 years ago. Beautiful seats right behind the bench, and they fought 3 times. Hockey's a different sport. Absolutely. Had to be a hockey fan for a night like this one. Hell yeah. Good to see you, by the way, RJ. And we have another face-off win here by the Americans as they're weaving in the neutral zone, but good checking by Canada. They have to dump it in. They just stole the medicine wheel from the natives for the Four Nations logo. Still shots 4 apiece. U.S. forced to restart in their zone. I switched over, by the way, to the ESPN feed, and Ray Ferraro doing a good job on the call. And Canada with the turnover by the States. Canada with a shot. And that goes up off the blocker, I believe, of Hellebuck, and the Americans now have it at center. USA sends it in. Binnington plays it behind the net. Sent to the corner. Risky play by Canada with that pass there, but they're able to get it to center. Canada up the right side. They dump it in. Hellebuck playing it behind the net, but nasty forecheck by Canada here. Canada picks their pocket, robs them of the puck, and applying pressure behind the net. Honestly, Canada doing what the States did here early, now halfway through this period. Canada holds the zone. Canada sends it back in, looking for the tip. Nice save by Hellebuck. He sends that back into the corner. USA turns it over again at center. Here comes the Canadians. Canada up the left side. Blue line. Right circle. Looking for the tip shot. And Hellebuck on this one. Can Canada get the rebound? Where is it? They're looking for it. There's a scramble in front. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he smothered it. I cannot believe he smothered it. Man, what a toe pad save there, and just digging away at it is Seth Jarvis. He probably whacked at it like 3 or 4 times. Wow, okay. What a perfect time for the broadcast to go to a TV timeout now, right? Wow. So another chance there by Canada. Who've been, honestly, I said both teams are kind of struggling to keep the zone. And just getting things going, moving the puck in the offensive zone. And Canada's been doing a pretty good job of that in the later half of this period. But the United States, again, their checking has been awesome. They've been going 2-on-1 in the right situations when needed. And it's been playing dividends. And they're, still leading in the physicality department right now anyways. Where are they now? Yeah, 10 hits to 4. 10 hits to 4. All right, still in TV timeout, guys. Still in this first period. Wow. What a fun first period so far. And I'm not just saying that because Canada opened the scoring. Canada opened the scoring last time as well. And, we know what happened there, right? USA won that one, and glad that we got the rematch, though, here. Let me know your predictions, by the way, in the live chat, guys. And if you're watching on X/Twitter or Facebook, come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube and join our community here. All right. It's actually a good change of pace. I was watching it on the Sportsnet feed for most of this tournament. But switched over to ESPN for this one because I saw Ray Ferraro was on the broadcast. He used to work for TSN. The U.S. has trailed in every game. Goozy back in action in April. If you haven't looked in Discord, no name, but he said, yes, already 4 months, 3 wins incoming. Yes, I'm denial. I go to every single Minnesota one. I've even delayed my trip home to visit friends and family because of the April show. I guess even if Canada wins, technically, that would just be United States 51st state winning. Not officially yet. But I guess if this... Yeah, well, I made the poll question pretty cheeky. That's what I said. Who wins, the 11th province or the 51st state? Love Ray. Yeah, no, Ray's good, man. I'm really glad he's working with ESPN now. I mean, it sucks he's no longer on the Canada feed, but someone has to help carry the ESPN feed because there's not many. About to be 60 states. Oh, they're doing a little repair to the glass. Okay. So yeah, one of the boards broke, so they're doing a little on-site repair right now. Yeah, I don't know how many people would get on board with that. All right. That's crazy, man. There's so much traffic on this app. I was just looking quickly because mine, it's pretty choppy, guys. And ESPN Plus just is... I'll maybe switch over to my other device for the second period. But apparently everyone's just on Twitter right now saying just because like they're like having so many people watch this. It's like overload right now, which is awesome. They took him off the NHL game. I hate it. Oh yeah, he worked with ESPN for a while. I know a guy who you can barely hear him, but he's like the in-arena voice. And he's been doing it for like 15 years now. All right, face off to the left of Hellebuck. And Canada with it, they send it back to the blue line. Canada sends it up the right side. Behind the net. Battling. They send it back to the line. Holding the line again here is Canada. And the Americans doing a good job of breaking up play, and they come up the right side, losing the puck, or not losing it, but Electing not to shoot. Looking for the wraparound. Nice save by Binnington. Great rush there by the Americans. That was actually not a good turnover by Canada there, as I just saw the replay. Now here comes the Americans. Up the right side. They get their pocket picked, and this puck is poked down back into the American zone. Werenski is going to reset. Hey, what's up, Catherine? Just play-by-play and commentary. You're a smart gal. You know we can't show NHL content on YouTube. That is illegal. That is illegal. And the Americans send this one in. Canada with it. Look at the breakout. Yes, yes. Good job by the States holding the neutral zone, but just for a moment. Point, able to send it in. Point holding in the corner. Waiting for reinforcements. Point with it still. Point sends it back to the point. Left side. Right side. Trying to set up someone at center, but losing it was Canada. Now here comes the United States. Werenski, man, he's looked so good, but another turnover by the States, and here comes Canada. Connor McDavid. Weaving. Center. Oh, another opportunity there for Canada. Who are now leading in shots, by the way. Who are now leading in shots. 8-4. 8-4. Damn, man. What an opportunity there by McDavid. Here comes the States. Now through center. With speed. Man, how good has Werenski been in this tournament? It's been nothing short of spectacular. Nothing short of spectacular. Back and forth play here. Just no one there for the rebound and putback. He has really been amazing. And his speed on the back end has been... Oh. He's been the breakout king. He's been the breakout king of this tournament. The Americans send it in. We're going to have a whistle. I'm just going to see if I can fire it up on this device. Little breakaway as well. That's a good save by Binnington. Binnington's been solid so far, guys. Binnington's been solid so far. Ray was just saying he's been beat low blocker in this tournament 3 times, and I think he's starting to try to plug that hole a little bit here. Face off to the right of Hellebuck. Look for a wraparound by Canada. Fighting for the rebound, and the Americans get that one back. Puck trickles into the American zone, or Canada zone. Canada now unable to take this one out with ease. Oh, sweet. Okay, I do have the game. Sweet. I'm going to switch devices then. Oh, shot. Opportunity by Canada again, trying to dig it in. Hellebuck, he's sprawled. He's looking for it. Puck is live, and wow, what a save by Hellebuck. He's not happy with the refs. Thinks that they that maybe they got away with a couple extra whacks there, but oh my goodness. All right, guys, we'll have a way better feed here. I don't know why my laptop was bugging out, but we're good now. We're good now. 6:14 on the clock. My goodness. What's up, Chris? Good to see you. And here comes the Americans up the left side. Canada gets it back. Canada, one-on-one left. Backhand shot, but that doesn't go through. Nice individual effort again by the Americans, but Canada looking for that shot. Left side. Crosby can't get the shot off his stick. .547, and we're going to have a whistle. I think this is offside. It's funny, most of the American players and Canadian players probably live just across the border growing up from each other. Yeah, I mean, most of them are in that same area, like Ontario, Michigan, Minnesota, Boston. Yeah, Michigan and Boston are other huge hockey states. He's made like 3 good saves so far. USA needs chaos to score, in my opinion. They lose a clean hockey game at this rate. I don't know what you've been searching on the laptop. I don't know either. Well, no, So what it was is I have the ESPN app on my iPad, which gives me issues as well. But I don't have it on my like Mac. Like I don't have the app for ESPN. We're in commercial break right now, guys. So I was just watching on like the desktop feed, and it was just super buggy. I don't know. Seems to be working on the app now. So, good. You don't have to be a hockey expert to realize Canada's getting too many attempts on goal. All right, and let's take a look at that right now. So 8 shots on goal for Canada, the United States 5. Canada's winning in the face-off 72%. Hits still 13-4. Hits are 13-4 for the Americans. But the Americans have given the puck away 7 times, and I've even been commenting on that, guys. I've even been commenting on that as well. The free links to watch Jubilee fight. Those will get you. Those will get you. This is almost like trolling the fact that like Pasternak they're playing the commercial, this NHL commercial featuring him prominently. He was upset that that there was no Czech team and he couldn't compete in this tournament. When is the qualifying for the Olympics hockey 2026? It already happened. I think it was this summer. And honestly, the only teams that really like have to play to qualify are like, you know, the UK, the Germanys, you know, Kazakhstan, like those level, like Canada, United States, Slovakia, Czechs, Russia, if they're going to be there, like Belarus, they've all, maybe Belarus, no, they'll be probably, actually, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with Belarus. Russia will have their tickets stamped. But yeah, it's already gone down. It's already happened. I think France is one of the backups. So like if one team, I don't know, they can't compete for one way or another, then France is like the backup because they played like randomly like pretty good in the qualifiers. All right, we are back. The United States send that puck in and gloved by Bennington. We'll have a face-off to the left. A breaks ain't that long, Denial, okay? Making some lovely homemade apple cider. Ooh, that sounds amazing. Dude, it's been so cold here, Chris. In Celsius, it's been minus 30 the last 3 days. And I did a cold plunge today, and it was tough walking back to the sauna. Dude, I know, right? Jeez, that goaltender is probably going to be on that national team. Canada better get this done. Dude, especially because then it'll be 1-1 to start the Olympics. Canada got their play broken up as they entered the zone. 5:17 on the clock. Oh, and a nice job by Brady Tkachuk up the left side. And he sends it in. Binnington playing it. I don't like this Binnington. He's getting a little cocky. A nice gun tone granny. Oh, no, man. Warm apple cider sounds better this time of year than homemade ice cream. Gun tone granny. And Binnington will cover this one up. All right. Not prime chances for the Americans, but they are getting pucks in deep. They are keeping the puck in Canada's zone, and they are at least getting pucks on net, forcing Binnington to make a play. Yeah, three. Yeah, I was shooting outside for it, and then I did a cold plunge today, and the water was 30 degrees. That's Celsius. It was 20 degrees today. I had a sunroof open. Nice. Skill for skill, Canada has the U.S. beat, I think, them 3 fights to start. The last game made a huge difference and probably one of the big reasons why they won. They're also more physical, and you have Hellebuck in net. This is Canada playing not to become part of the U.S. It honestly, there are undertones of that. 40-second incoming break. Short, boys. Oh, man. I got a story about that, but I'll wait till the break to talk about it. 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock as we get back to this one. Canada with it on the left side as they look to break out from their zone. 3 days a week. 4 minutes and 26 seconds. And they send it back in. Again, not a prime scoring chance. The Americans just send it in. It's on net. Bennington gloves it. And they're going to have another face-off. And shots are now tied 9-9. At least I'm not diving in head first like Marab, but like we had to saw 6 inches of ice that froze overnight in our little friggin' plunge hole. Yeah, my buddy has a sauna right on the lake, so it's nice. It's nice. 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Face off to the left of Binnington. And this one trickles out into the neutral zone, and the States are going to have to chase for it. Yeah, 2010 Olympics was amazing. Sochi was good too. I mean, Canada won it back to back. But 2010, like, that fucking game against the Americans was one of the best hockey games I've ever seen. And Jerome McGinley was always one of my favorite players growing up. And even though he's on, like, one of Canucks' rivals, Calgary, it was still just... It was so cool to see him set up Crosby for that goal. Rob just thinks he can break anything, so he was confused by being unable to. True. It's going to be 40 this weekend. Brush, that's shorts and sweater weather for fat guys. Ideal fit. Dude, 40 is when I can wear shorts. Shorts and a hoodie, the Canadian way. Also the Minnesota way. 4 minutes on the clock. Canada wins the face-off, sends it to Hellebuck. And that ended up winding up on the stick of the American. He pushed it forward. McKinnon got it, shot it, batted away by Hellebuck, but the Americans skate that in. Americans have room. Shot blocked by Canada. That trickles left, and Canada 1-on-2, so he's just going to dump this in. Hellebuck sends it around. Both teams changing here as this puck trickles back into the Canada zone. Jordan Binnington, he's playing it a little too much there, bro. Jordan Binnington plays the puck, gets hit by one of the players. And what's going to happen here? Oh, high stick. Slavin high stick this one. My uncle's from the United States, and he's not a big hockey guy. He's more of a football guy, but whenever he's at a Seattle Kraken game or whatever US Canada are playing, he's always texting me. So what's up? What's up, Uncle James? In 2014, the US didn't medal. I think they lost to Sweden and Finland. And Sweden went to the gold medal game, and Canada won. Oh, and the US score! Brady Tkachuk, puck behind the net, wraps it around a couple, digs at it, and that one goes through. It is a tie game. Yeah. Boy, and Brady Tkachuk fires up the crowd. Get out of here. Let's go. Shout out Uncle James. What's up, Caden? Good to see you. Let's go. Yo, Chris, what the fuck? Why is Chris giving the United States anthems? Chris Canadian. If Chris puts United States anthem or United States flags again, he gone. I'm just kidding, Chris. Goal! Canada with Binnington in net is like Ferrari with a donut on. I know. Hey, just enjoying some great hockey, buddy. Just enjoying some great hockey. And the Americans come back in shots here late in the last 5 minutes. They have woken up. 2 minutes and 46 seconds. Canada, almost loses that one in front of Binnington. Canada over the line, and that's going to be offside. What a way to open the scoring up for the Americans. Of course, Brady Tkachuk. Let's take a look at the replay here. So behind the net, just puts it on net, and that one's just going to bounce off the stick. Just put himself in the right position there. God, could you imagine, man? If and it's more so when now Canada brings Tom Wilson to the Olympics, bro, those two lines going up against each other is going to be pure insanity. Canada wins the faceoff and dumps this in. 2 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. Back to center. Canada with it. They send it up the right wall. Cross ice. Over the line. Nice job by the Americans. And can't retrieve it is Crosby or that line. And now fighting for it at center. Puck bounces in the American zone, and a sharp angle shot by Canada. That just bounces left. Oh, puck bounces through Crosby. Look for the rebound. Great checking by the Americans up front, as Crosby did have a whack at that, but it couldn't put it on net. 158. Bodies falling everywhere in the neutral zone. What's up? Don't be horrible. Good to see you. I was a little cheeky, Just ice Sid to limit risk. Yep. Here comes the United States. Right side shot. That doesn't get through. And diving forward was Mark Stone, but unable to get it. This puck still in the neutral zone. Canada sends it in. Hellebuck playing the puck. Sends it up the left side. Fighting forward in the neutral zone. Canada gets it back. Canada sends it over the line. Canada can't hold on to it. Mark Stone. Parenko for Canada. As they change, Canada sends it up the middle. With numbers here as well. McDavid's line. And McDavid gets it back. McDavid checked in the corner. Was looking for someone out front. No one there, but now they're all battling for it. McDavid. Looking for it. The Americans have it. Up the neutral zone. Brady Tkachuk's dump and chase. Looking for that big hit. And he lays the big hit down. Does Brady Tkachuk, but bumblefucking it at the line of the Americans. And they're going to make their change. Final 35 seconds of this first period. Drew Doughty sends it up the wall. ESPN and ESPN Plus. And if you're in Canada, it's on Sportsnet. And I think it's on NHL Network as well. Jack Hughes was unable to take it into the Canadian zone and poked up the ice by Canada. The Americans have it. They tried to make a play. Unable to do so. Puck trickles in the Canadian zone. Fighting for it. Side of the net. Americans making things interesting. Final few seconds here. Lost his stick though. Yep. One final push by the Americans, but unable to get anything going, and that will do it for the first period. And what a first period that was, ladies and gentlemen. What a first period that was. If you guys are just joining us, shout out to everybody joining us now. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat here. So get your comments in the live chat. If I missed your comments because I'm just like calling the game, like there are plenty of TV timeouts. Don't worry, we'll definitely get to them. And now we have, 15, 20 minutes. Well, I guess technically 20 minutes to hang out as they Zamboni that bitch. And we take our break before the second period. Eichel is playing. He is playing on that Tkachuk line, actually. Yeah, he was playing on that Tkachuk line. So we'll go over the stats, we'll go over the box score, we'll go over the summary from the first period. I want to hear from you guys. How did you enjoy that first period? What were some of the things you picked up on? I mean, it's pretty much like restart, 1-1 apiece. Like it's a tie game. It's a new game starting this second period. Just like the anticipation hasn't faded. Like even though Canada was up 1, I knew I knew the Americans were going to score. Like I said, I predicted, and if I was born in the United States, I would say it was a 4-3 OT victory for the United States. But because I was born in Canada, I'm saying 4-3 OT victory for Canada. So I still think that we see the floodgates open a little bit more as this game goes on. But again, Connor Hellebuck is in net, so maybe not. We cop in Sportsnet. I can't miss this. Man, I wish TSN was doing it. I wish because TSN, I think they do like a few Toronto games, Senators games, and Montreal games, like his RDS does the Montreal games a year, but yeah, it sucks that they can't cover this as well. But I guess they do get IHF rights, so it is what it is. But there was one of the sites, I know for you in Canada, NHL 66, wink wink nudge nudge, on hockey. That one was just shut. I don't know if that one was shut down or their server was destroyed, but that one's gone. But if you're in the United States, it's on ESPN or ESPN Plus. Let me know in the live chat how you guys like that period and what are some things you noticed. For me, the Americans came out obviously the more physical team, And also, what I took away from the Americans first and foremost was their checking game. And I've said this a few times already, but if you're new, just stopping in. I continued to see this throughout the entire first period, was that they made the proper decisions putting 2-man on 1 if it meant separating the puck and just not even giving him any room to make a pass to the open man that you're kind of sacrificing coverage on, because they just did it so quickly. And if they don't go 2-1, they're just playing man-to-man hockey extremely well. Now, until the 10-minute mark where there was a lull where Canada was starting to take advantage of some of those turnovers, you know, it is a high-level coaching game as well. I know these are like the best players in the world, but like the coaching staff are going to pick up on these little things as well as the players and make adjustments as the game goes on. And it seemed like Canada kind of was adjusting a little bit there, pushing the pace a little bit more, capitalizing on some of those short passes through the neutral zone that the Americans were making. Canada was getting in those zones and was able to actually get ahead in shots for a good portion of that period. Now the Americans back, it's 10-9 for the Americans in shot. The Americans did very well in that last 5 minutes as well in the face-off dot. They've pretty much evened things up, whereas at one point it was 82% for Canada. Now it's only 52% in the face-offs. No special teams for either of the teams to report on. 15 hits for the Americans, only 7 for Canadians. 5 block shots for the Americans, 7 for Canada. 8 giveaways for the Americans, and then 5 giveaways for Canada in the last 5 minutes. Because they had, before that last 5 minutes, there's a TV timeout and I checked out the stats. There's only 2 giveaways for Canada. So, interesting stuff there. Hey, what's up, Stoned Steak Gaming? Good to see you, buddy. Well, went to Canada, Finland, insane, and said that Boston needs a tournament to sell out the Garden. I'm a Bruins fan, unfortunately. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's the usual suspect scoring for both teams. Reddit is your friend. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, let me know where you guys are at. Let me know if you changed your mind. If you made your original pick one way based on what you've seen. Let me know your score prediction as well, because let's be honest, we're at 1-1. You can still get your score prediction in the live chat. Man, I didn't want to drink a beer until, you know, in either celebration or sorrow until the end of the game. But I may need something to take this edge off. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's take a look at the poll question. Who wins the rematch? Canada, the 51st state, or the United States, the 11th province? Let me know in the live chat. So far, 51% of you say the United States, 49% say Canada. Isha, did you get to listen to the national anthems? If so, how did they go? I did. They were on low volume. Honestly, the performance of the Canada one, the lady messed up the words in French to start, and then she went kind of full Fergie at the end. But the American national anthem was performed beautifully. Isha, you can start celebrating right now. We all forgive you. No. I'm gonna drown myself in Molson Canadian, win or lose tonight here, boys. Yeah, so he had shoulder surgery. But and we said this on Wildly Informed. It was the two key staff from the Wild's medical staff that kind of fucked up and didn't catch it early. So the Bruins are not happy with Billy Guerin and some of his appointed medical staff. I didn't know they sold that in the States. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Canadian draft beer up here. I mean, maybe not soon. Who knows now? But yeah, Kokanee. Not many bars or liquor stores, like usually like big, like almost like not wholesale, but you know what I mean, like big liquor stores, not just like small ones in your neighborhood will have that. But no, there's always a few Canadian options. Tom Reed's is a hockey bar in downtown St. Paul. Don't be horrible. They have Kokanee usually on tap too. Or the 11th province. Like I said, I had to be cheeky. Guys, if you're watching, by the way, we have a total of 3,000 people watching on Twitter/X. If you're watching on Twitter/X and you're seeing this now, come over to YouTube, help us build our community over here, and you can join our live chat, get involved in the poll questions, and we just really love that. So there's a ton of you watching on X/Twitter. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, but come over to YouTube, the Sota Pod, and join us here. Holy surgery already, man. Yeah, so like he had to go to like Boston. He was had to get to Boston General like pretty. I don't know if it's called Boston General, but you know what I mean. Mass General Mass to quickly, and almost like in an emergency to get there. Why was the Wild staff used? We're always getting hurt. It was Billy Guerin and John Hines' guys, right? Or gals, I don't know. I don't know their genders, but staff. Yeah, man. So that's one of the reasons why Brett and I were speculating why the Wild have been getting maybe more hurt than other teams. Maybe their medical staff have just been not performing to the expectations, either not necessarily misdiagnosing stuff, but maybe giving not the best treatment for certain players. Maybe they're letting guys come back too early. Maybe the reason why some guys have been staying out longer is because of those. And again, I don't want to say like malpractices or anything like that, but just maybe not as much attention to detail that should be there at this level. So it's something to think about going into next season for sure, especially down the stretch here where like the Minnesota Wild need to be above 500. They need a good push and they need to be healthy first and foremost. All right, we're going to take a quick break, guys. McDavid is about to run it up. God, I want Crosby to win another one. I almost want him to win, even if it's like an empty net at the end. That's the one. But I guess if it's overtime, like my prediction, it wouldn't be empty net. But anyways, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side, I'm just going to drain the main Canadian vein, and we'll be right back to continue to take your comments, continue to provide live coverage of this game. And yes, there's only 5 minutes until puck drop here. Again, guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 30 likes on the video. Let's try to get to 30 likes on the video. We're already almost at 20, so I know that we can get there. And vote in the poll question if you haven't already. Let me know, and I'll leave you with this, some homework. Again, I'm only going to take a quick 2-minute break. I'll be right back. But let me know who has been your favorite player to watch this tournament and why. Favorite player to watch and why. I was a bit facetious, but they do get re-injured a lot. Well, see, we actually talked about that. Like, that was, like, only Rossi, and I think there's only, like, one other player who, like, don't get injured. The rest get injured. All right. Who's your favorite player in this tournament so far and why? Let me know in the live chat, and we'll be right back after this quick break and a word from our partners at 9 Mile Brewing. Back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere. More coverage on the other side.
People like, you're making a hef now. It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th Hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another live watch party covering the finals, the championship game of the 2025 inaugural Four Nations face-off, Canada versus the United States. The rematch, ladies and gentlemen, after a hard-fought and just one of the most entertaining hockey games that I think collectively both countries have seen in a very, very long time. And a good game to start out here. Canada getting the first one. The Americans answering with a hard-fought effort as well. Stats are pretty much even all around except for the hits. And the game is like kind of come in waves. The Americans are kind of stronger in the beginning. They kind of dipped a little bit as Canada pressured them and were able to score and get ahead in shots. And then the Americans came back strong, man. Strong in the final 5 minutes of that period. What's up, John? Good to see you. Put a Canada flag in the chat if you want Canada. Put one USA one if you want the United States to win. I feel like because this is a Minnesota leaning channel that we're going to have more Americans in the chat here. But I know Caden's from Canada. I know Chris is from Canada. Yeah, shout out to Uncle James. Sven's from the States. Mystic. Denial. Creepy Colors. So yeah, so most of the, we're hey, let's go, kid. Like I said, I would have like whipped out the flag, but I'm moving soon and half my shit's packed, and I honestly don't know what toter box it's in. So I got and I would have worn my Harewood dinner jacket. Shout out to everyone from Nanaimo who knows what the hell I'm talking about, but I went with, you know, the next best thing. The next best thing. Hey, what's up, Karen? She's got the Canadian emoji as well. Let's go. Hey, Karen, if you don't mind coming over to YouTube and joining our live chat here so you can interact with our friends and our community here. It's the same thing, the Sota Pod. The Sota Pod on YouTube. On the video in which you're watching on X/Twitter, by the way, I did post a link to the YouTube stream, and it would just be awesome for you to connect with our community and for us to connect there as well. But thank you so much for commenting regardless, Karen. Appreciate it. Speaking of Twitter, let me share this and invite you all to our YouTube channel here as well, which we're going to continue to stream international games. We're going to stream so many NHL playoff games featuring the Minnesota Wild or not. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, guys. All right, so I'm just sharing this. Yes, please, as I can't find it. So just look up, Karen, the Sota Pod. So I know you're watching on the State of Hoppy's video feed right now. If you look at the comments on that feed, you'll see a dude named Isha, myself, posted a YouTube link for it, and it's right there. Justice for all is Canadian. I gotta say, go USA. That's whack. Justice for all. That is whack. Not even rooting for the Maple Leaf crest on the hockey team. Yeah, I'm a dual citizen, but born and raised in Canada, so gotta root for the home team. Gotta root for the home team. All right. 2 more minutes till puck drop. 2 more minutes till puck drop. Hey, like I said, I was talking about this earlier in the stream as well. Awesome to see Ray Ferraro on the broadcast. He did a lot of work for TSN before. Still is doing a lot of like radio appearances all across like Canadian hockey radio. But yeah, he's coming. He used to do the World Juniors as well, but I don't think ESPN let him do that. All right, here we go, guys. Second period. Second period is upon us here. Puck is about to drop. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Comment in the live chat. And let's get back to the play-by-play. Second period. Four Nations face-off, championship game, let's go. And puck won by the Canadians. They send it up the left wall, and they continue to send it up that wall in the neutral zone, and they're chasing. Fighting in the corner, Americans, nice job setting it up and right into the neutral zone, and Canada right back at it, pressuring into the corner. Canada tries to center, and they get it back, calming things down at the blue line. Shot! That's blocked as there's a ton of bodies in the lane. Let's go, the Nordiques! He just has a great voice. No, he really does. I mean, former NHL player too. His wife played for the American national team. He lives in Vancouver now. So he was always at like events there and stuff. I met him at Tom Reed's, but he was grumpy. To say the least. Shot by Canada up the slot, and that's blocked by the Americans as they hold possession. 19 minutes on the clock. Canada trying to center someone up front, but they send it to the corner instead. Oh, back to the circle. Shot through the slot, and that's blocked. Bodies up front. Hey, what's up, Luna? Go, Canada! Makar or Stone couldn't get much on that shot. And nice job by Gensel fighting for it at the blue line. Piling up of players here outside that American blue line. Trying to get that puck back. Pressure's on. 18:31, and Canada comes up center again. Canada waving, and can't get the shot off. And that goes left and wide. Brock Faber sends it back to Slavin. What a pairing, by the way, guys. What a pairing. And Canada breaks things up in the neutral zone again. Puck bouncing around, and the Americans get it back. Nice little play into Canada's zone. Canada gets it back. Up the wall, but U.S. holds the line, backhand center. Canada catches it, and they're going to send it up right side. Dumping it in is Canada. Behind the net, Canada got it back for a moment, but a bouncing puck retrieved by the Americans. They send it up the right wall. Hit by Canada. Puck goes into the slot. Losing it is Crosby. And Canada unable to keep it in the American zone. Oh, big hit. And we have an American player on the ice. Big hit. Who was that? JT Miller, man. Oh, and his left... He's holding his left... his left arm looked like it was maybe a little hurt there, but okay, he's okay. He's just shaking up. Damn, big hit by Canada, and JT Miller hit the ice hard. Good start to this period for Canada. Whoo-wee. What a game, man. What a game. There may not be a lot of fights. And again, we won't be able to see fights in the Olympics, but we'll definitely see the big hits. We'll definitely see tempers boil over in the Olympics as well. Oh, no, the stick... Oh, so the puck bounced up from the stick and hit Miller in the face. Okay, so it wasn't even a hit. I thought the shoulder of Doughty hit the shoulder of Miller. I didn't see that they just missed the collision. It was the puck that actually hit him in the face that put him to ground, because I just saw the body fall from the left side of the screen. Ouch. That's even worse, to be honest. I'd rather take a big hit than a big puck to the face. A big puck, they're all pucks to the face. Tip or shot. Binnington covers this one up. We'll have a face-off to his right. Frig off there, Jerome. Spam-ass, sail-ass bot. All right, both teams changing. Getting new players, new squads out on the ice for this face-off. Kachucks and Matthews on the bench here. Who's out for the Americans? Man, I'm just buzzing right now. What a great game. What a great game so far. Puck, or face-off won by Canada, up the left side. And Canada dumps this in again. 17:02. Zakharensky. Man, Zakharensky, in my opinion, and I know like the Kachucks have been great, and pretty much all the forwards to the Americans have been great. But like Zakharensky's been, I think, my favorite player for the Americans, for the American squad this tournament so far. And Canada gets it back. The puck was being fought for right behind the net, right behind Hellebuck. It creeps in front. Canada gets it. Back to the blue line. Canada looking for a shot. Left side free, but that goes a wide open net there by Canada on the left side of Hellebuck, but unable to get that shot off. But yeah, there was a battle behind Hellebuck, and the puck circled right in front, right at the top of the crease. Canada wasn't able to get that shot off. They sent it back to the blue line, another opportunity, but unable to capitalize, and the Americans send it back into the Canadian zone. Canada settles things up, sends it up to the left side. Here's another nice backhand pass by Canada. Canada shot, and that goes wide. Canada from the other side with a shot, bouncing off some bodies. Triggers to the neutral zone, and the Americans are going to send it in as they change. 15:55 on the clock. USA battling forward in their own zone. Great job by Brock Faber, who's been an absolute stud for the Minnesota Wild, and he's been an absolute stud for this American team as well. Faber takes the hit, but gets the pass off. And Team USA sends this one deep into the Canadian zone. Canada unable to set up, but they get USA turns it over. Canada backhands it to the slot. Nobody there. USA up the left side. Nice hit by Canada, separating the man from the puck, but puck went right to the Americans behind the net. Another big hit by Canada, but the Americans still have it. Blue line. USA shot. Doesn't even get through traffic. Binnington forced to make a big left side. Binnington has no idea where it is. Binnington, wake up! Left side. And puck goes up and over the glass. Dude, Binnington had no idea where that was. That scared the shit out of me. Holy. Holy. Oh, man, that shot by Stone. That's what I was talking about. The puck that trickled in front. Oh, man, Hellebuck has been playing out of his fucking mind. Benning's throwing. Hey, man, I know there's not a lot of Canadian prospect goalies, but the Gophers have two of them right now. They have two Canadians, Minnesota Golden Gophers. Like, hopefully one of them becomes the next friggin' star for Canada between the pipes. That's all I can say. 14:34 on the clock, and Marchand muscles his way in, and now the boys are throwing the body around. Both teams finishing every check, looking, trying to do their best Brady Tkachuk impressions, hitting everything that moves. 14-19. Like Gorensky just sends this up the left side, and Canada finishing their hit, or finishing their check. Oh, and here we go. We might have a scrap here. Brady Tkachuk as he skates by. Who was that? Brady Tkachuk featured in a little mutual face wash and then some fisticuffs, but not enough for a fight, and no one's getting tossed for that. $14-13 on the clock. 14 shots of the Canadian, 11 for the Americans. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 3. I don't think... Am I muted, guys? Hello? I don't think so. On mine, it doesn't say that I'm muted, so... Yeah, it says no, I'm good. Thank you, thank you. 14-13. This has been a long time to get this face off. All right, here we go, here we go. You scared me. No, but always bring that shit up so I can check. Sometimes I've started off the stream with like literally the volume all the way down, and I'm like, oh, damn it. Hey, let's go, Paul D. I can hear you. I'm in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm a big Brock Faber fan. I'm a big Brock Faber fan as well. Tonight, though, I'm a Team Canada fan, Paul. But thank you so much for supporting the channel. Oh, some pushing and shoving after this whistle as well, as the Americans got this puck into the Canadian zone. Mark Stone pushing Getzel. Matt Boldy getting into it. And Braden Point even. A little Braden Point mixing things up as well. Things are heating up here in the second period like creepy colors, and I predicted. A shout out to Paul D, by the way. Out of St. Paul. Is your thoughts on Kentucky? Have you been there before? No, I haven't been to Kentucky. I haven't been I haven't seen much of the South yet, but I'm hopefully going to do a big trip with a couple cousins soon because they're all from Texas. Yo, John Helton, frig off, Leahy. It's okay. Thanks for broadcasting. I'm broke G's who doesn't have ESPN. Do you have any? It's not on NHL Network either, Paul. But happy to broadcast, my man. Yeah, I would have given you an wink wink nudge nudge another option, but it got shut down. It got shut down. Hell yeah, Sven. We'll shotgun some beers and eat some barbecue. We'll shotgun some beers and eat some barbecue. No, I can't wait. I can't wait. I have cousins in Dallas, Houston, and I think one moved to San Antonio. I'd have to check. Boldly shoving stone. Nope. Well then, Paul, I'll make sure to give you as much play-by-play as detailed as possible, sir. Guys, if you're watching on Twitter/X, come over to YouTube. The Sota Pod link is in the comments of this video in which you're watching on YouTube, or sorry, on Twitter/X. And if you're on Facebook, I mean, just like, what are you doing with your life? You know, what are you doing with your life? No, I appreciate you guys for watching. I feel like we're in intermission right now, but they're just soaking as much of this TV timeout as they can. Maybe there's some more pushing and shoving and we're missing it. No, they would broadcast that. They would broadcast that. Yeah, TV timeout right now, guys. We'll get right back to the play-by-play. Things are all tied up, but it's Canada who's had a little bit more pep in their step in this second period. The United States starting to be a little bit more physical, and that's what brought them success in the first. Adam, USA, USA. I grew up in on Vancouver Island and in Prince George. So actually, like I watched like Bufflin, Hamhuis, Chara all play for like the Prince George Cougars, which was sweet. Okay. And see the Big Bend National and State Park, get a Jeep or a dirt bike. I did it last year. It's an amazing area, just starting to warm up in the South Texas now. I should do that. Because my cousins aren't necessarily as like adventurous as I am. They're a little bit more bougie. But maybe I'll go early, do all that fun stuff, and then connect with them. Yes, it is. Creepy Colors. Yes, it is. All right, here we go, guys. Second period. We are back. We are back from that extended TV timeout. 13:35 on the clock. In the American zone. They send it back to the defenseman. Hey, I lived in Calgary for 3 years. And just north of Calgary in like a town of 200 people. It was hilarious and a lot of fun. But yeah, no, I love Alberta, man. I say this. I didn't go to university right away. I didn't go to college right away. I took 3 years off and moved to Calgary, learned to trade, learned how to drink, learned how to talk to girls and like properly, women I should say, and then went to college at UVic. Chef's kiss, baby. 13:24. Yeah, 3 years in Calgary. Amazing time. I love Calgary. Edmonton, not so much. Although we had some fun at White Ave. And I saw Mac Miller play at West Edmonton Mall. So some good times at Edmonton, but yeah. I'd rather party in Red Deer with the Rebels. 13 or Lethbridge with just every kid playing freaking Moose. But anyways, 12:55 on the clock. Canada with some nice passing plays, trying to get that puck center. Rebound backhand, but a sliding and American defenseman. I didn't see who that was, but he literally went flat on the ice to deflect that pass. Oh, yep, from PEI. I'm from the other island, though that's the island on the east side. I'm from the island on the west side. Nice shot from the blue line by the Americans. Saved by Binnington. The Americans rebound, score right over the left right pad of Jordan Binnington. And the Americans leading 2-1. Sheesh. Beautiful rebound. And USA is now in the lead. This is what happened last time, guys. What happened last time? Look at that rebound. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's crazy. So Parayko originally got that puck out of there. So Parayko originally gets this one out. Oh, yeah, Bennington couldn't get... So I thought it went over the pad, but he just couldn't get there in time. Isha, were you the one that told me that the Saddledome smelled like beer when it got crowded? I don't think so, but the Saddledome has the heroin beers, or the dome foams. I don't know what's in them, but like 2 or 3 and you're gone. Fuck. Let's go. Yo, Adam, come over to YouTube and join our live chat here, if you don't mind. I mean, you don't have to, but if you don't mind. Never was a big Bennington fan as a goalie. Yeah, me neither. I honestly think Fleury should have been there instead of him. I'm being dead serious. 11:51 on the clock. Canada may have started off the second period strong, but it's the Americans who were leading with the goal. (2-1) for the Americans, and they're making their breakout now. Through the neutral zone. Canada, some good defense as they get that puck back, and they send it up the right side. Pass a little too high for the intended player, and the U.S. get it, and they send it back into Canada's zone. 11-16. Canada losing it in front of the net. Their own net, and this puck's going to be broken up behind. Here comes Drew Doughty. Tripped clear as day. Trip if I've ever seen one, and Trocheck is going to the box. We have special
That shit
teams.
beautiful than a
Canada
motherfucking...
is going on the power play, taking the first power play in this game. That was the most blatant trip. Like, at least try to hide it. That was the most blatant trip I've seen. I mean, he was trying to get the puck, I guess, but... Yeah, Canada's power play is nasty. The United States is obviously good, but, like, Sweden was able to shut them down... I don't want to say easily, but, like, they were able to figure them out. I think the States scored once in the power play, but still. We'll see how the United States aggressive PK works against Canada. And the Americans win the faceoff and send this back down the ice early. But, you know, I was actually more impressed with the Americans' penalty kill than their power play throughout this tournament. Very aggressive. McDavid gets it through. McDavid sends it around the boards, and here Canada's going to set up. Reinhart leaves it for McDavid. Back to the blue line. Cale Makar. Makar. Left side to McKinnon. Back to Makar. Makar shot! And that goes up and out of play. Face off. 1 minute and 27 seconds on the clock. Crosby, McKinnon, Sam Reinhart, Connor McDavid, and Cale Makar. What a power play. What a power play. That's insane. Oh, that shot went left and wide. I don't even know if it deflected. 10:30 on the clock. 1:27 on the power play for Canada. Makar wins the face-off shot. That's blocked and the stick broken by the American. We got one stick broken on the ice there. Canada has possession. McDavid to Makar. Makar to McKinnon. McKinnon in the circle. And Eichel got a skate on that cross-ice pass, and the Americans are going to be able to get a change, get a new stick, and reset. 1 minute on the clock. And here comes Cale Makar. Cale Makar drops it for Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid with speed drops it. McKinnon didn't like what he saw there. McKinnon circling. McKinnon stops. McKinnon back to Makar. Back to McKinnon. Top of the circle. McKinnon shot! Rebound! And a stick blocked by one of the defenders. That didn't get through, but Canada retrieves it again. 33 seconds on the clock. Canada top of the circle again. McKinnon backdoor. Reinhart doesn't pull the trigger. Makar to McKinnon. Or so to McDavid, and McDavid gets his pocket picked, and JT Miller 2-on-1. Dylan Larkin shot saved by Binnington on the 2-on-1, but Larkin's still with it. Larkin with a sharp angle shot. What the heck type of save was that? But he made the save, and that's all I care about. Whew. That was a little scary there at the end for Canada. 8 seconds remain on the power play, and we're going to have a face-off in the Canada zone. Great work by Hellebuck. Great work by the American penalty kill. I mean, look at Jack Eichel doesn't even have a stick, and he blocked that shot with a stick. Oh, thank God Binnington blocked that. Reinhardt might be the worst. I think he had like 70 goals last year. Yeah, he's like basically an 80 to 100 point player now, where like most of his career was like a 60 to 70 point. But he was on Buffalo, let's be honest. Dude, Benning's out of it. And the Americans send this puck back into the Canadian zone. Shots 15 apiece. Canada 0 for 1 on the power play. And the Americans kill that one off. You got to imagine there's always a little momentum for the team that kills off a big penalty in a big game. And we're going to get a face-off outside of the Canadian zone. Again, if you're watching on Twitter/X or Facebook, come over to YouTube, the Sota Pod, S-O-T-A Pod, and join our live chatting community here. Vote in the poll question. It's going to be 50-50 till one team has a dominant lead. Face off to the left of Hellebuck. And the States win the face-off. Almost lost it for a moment, but retrieved it. Shot by the Americans, and Binnington's going to save this one. And we'll have a face-off in the Canadian zone. And Brady Tkachuk, of course, in the mix. 8:53 in the period, guys. 8:53 in the period. Man, we got 5,000 people watching across all platforms right now, so thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should be watching on YouTube, but that's okay. That's okay. Smash that like button. We're trying to get to 30 likes, by the way, guys. We're trying to get to 30 likes. There's 17 of you right now. If you guys all smash that like button, we'll get there. We will get there. And so 100 votes in the poll question. 54 for the United States, 47 for Canada. It'll be interesting to see how that sways if Canada ties it up in this period. All right, TV timeout, guys. TV timeout. Another fun game. Not, I don't even want to say like not as physical, because it is physical. Just no fights yet. No fights yet. If it becomes a blowout, if one team just runs away with it, then I imagine shit's gonna get a little crazy. But who knows? Shit just could get crazy in the third regardless. Shots on goal, 16-15 for the Americans. Face off, Canada's leading 54%. The United States are leading where it matters. In goals, 2-1. Canada is catching up in the hits department. 14 for the Canadians, 18 for the Americans. Canada's blocked 8 shots, the Americans 10. USA's given the puck away 12 times, Canada 9. So there you go, there you go. I'm just trying to think of who are some guys who are going to clutch up for both teams here as the game goes on. I mean, Mark Stone has been he's been noticeable. He's been noticeable out there for Canada. Braden Point as well, kind of getting in more of the dirty areas. I mean, Brady's already made an impact. JT's made a little bit of an impact. Maybe Hughes for the Americans. Maybe Jack Hughes needs to kind of just clutch up a little bit. Dude, it's crazy seeing John Tortorella and Sullivan back behind the bench together is pretty cool. They coached together for a very long time. I believe he was there with Torts in New York. And then when they came to Vancouver, which that experiment didn't last long. But Sullivan actually became Vancouver's head coach when Torts was suspended for trying to fight, oh God, was it Bob Hartley? All right, back from TV timeout, guys. Back from TV timeout. And the Americans win the face-off, but Canada ends up getting the puck through the neutral zone. It trickles into the American zone, and they're going to control it. They send the puck up the center of the ice. USA dumps this in. Binnington playing it behind the net. And here's Cale Makar. Checked, but he gets it up. Marchand with it. Marchand with a shot. And that's going to ricochet off the glove of Hellebuck and go up and out of play. And Matthews and Brady Tkachuk getting in the mix here. Marchand getting a little mouthy, yapping away with Brady Tkachuk. Sam Bennett and Brad Marchand getting in the mix here with Brady Tkachuk. Matthews kind of just skated away, but good opportunity here by Marchand. Oh, okay, that went off the stick of Matthews. My bad. I thought Hellebuck made that save. Marchand said something that Matthews didn't like. Dude, he's so good. He's so good. The Werwolfski. Zach Werenski. Man. Like, I knew he was always fast, but, like, especially playing best on best, and he can just skate, like, fly by guys. It's like, wow, man. Like, didn't realize he was that good of a skater. The Americans win the faceoff, and they're breaking out right side. Nice cross-ice pass, but unable to get it was JT Miller. He did come away with it and tried to send it around the boards, but he really did send it around the boards, and that trickled all the way back down the ice. Huge hit by Canada. They both went down. And a centering pass went way over its mark, but the blue line got a shot. Rebound by Hellebuck. Unable to get the rebound was Crosby. Big opportunity there. Shot back up front. Didn't get through the bodies. And Canada skates back to retrieve it, and they do. Right side. Cross-ice pass. Well offside for Mark Stone. Man, what an opportunity there. Look at this initial save for Hellebuck. I think it was right. Okay, so he makes a save. That trickles right. Good job by Slavin, man. He's been doing a great job. Oh, man. Slavin stick getting in there. Great job. Crosby was whacking at that rebound. We're moving now, boys. We're moving now. Face off in the Canadian zone to the right of Jordan Binnington. USA wins the face-off. Shot doesn't get through that center lane. And puck sharp angle shot, but from the outside of the circle. Adam Fox out there on the blue line for the Americans as they get a face-off again in the Canadian zone. .7:25 on the clock, by the way. Good flow throughout this game for the most part. It's been pretty choppy here around the halfway mark of the second period, though. And USA won the face-off, and they're just going to send it right back in the Canadian zone, and we'll have icing, just when I say choppy, icing on the Americans. So Canada will now move. We'll get this face-off in the American zone. Slavin with the save. Yep. Oh, man, yeah. They're just showing that goal by Sanderson on the replay, and just great positioning, man. He was right there for the puck. Controlled it beautifully, as it wasn't just the cleanest puck either. All right, here we go. Face off to the right of Hellebuck. And the Americans are going to come away with it. They send it around the boards. Bounces into the neutral zone where the USA will try to find a man at center. Poked away by Binnington, but USA still has it. Eichel sends it around. Cale Makar sends it back up to Doughty. Or sorry, Braden Point. My bad. I don't know how I got both those guys mixed up. I thought the defensive partner was there, but Braden Point forward checking here, but he can't keep up, and here comes the Americans. Dylan Larkin tries to find his man at center, and it's Braden Point who gets away with it. Braden Point breaking ankles out there, causing Americans to fall left, right, and center. Unable to get that pass was Cale Makar, and losing it in the American zone. They're coming back up the left side. Canada fishing for it. JT Miller with it. JT Miller tried to backhand it around the boards, but Canada gets it, and here comes Cale Makar with the pass through center. Canada touched it, so that's going to go to the American zone, but USA retrieves it, and they're making a pass and play through the neutral zone, but Canada gets it back. Canada up the left side. 2-on-2. Canada left side. Shot! Score! A score! through center, up the left side. And what a beautiful shot, sharp angle shot as well. And Canada ties things up. It is 18-year-old Sam Bennett, who's far from 18 years old now. But when he made his first playoff appearance, he was 18 years old. And he was 18-year-old Sam Bennett for the CBC call. Only Canadians know who I'm talking about, but let's fucking
That shit
go.
beautiful than a motherfucking.
Oh my God, Sam Bennett. Holy fuck. Beautiful short side shot there, and we have a game. We are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen, and Canada winning the face-off. 5 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock, and Hellebuck unable to play that. Puck bouncing, and Hellebuck caught it. And of course, you keep Sam Bennett out there. He's literally the new age Lanny McDonald, ladies and gentlemen. He really is. Did he play for Sarnia? Where did he play in the OHL? Did he play for Sarnia? We're going to TV timeout. I know it's not Sarnia. Kingston, the Frontenacs. Kingston. Yeah, because he was a pretty high pick. He was 4th overall, and with the Calgary Flames was good, but had to mold his game into a two-way player, a team's 3rd, 4th liner who actually can score 30 to 40 points as well. But he was scoring like 90 in like 50 games in the OHL. Had a good playoff performance with the Calgary Flames in 2014-15 when he came into the National Hockey League, and then didn't really pop until he came to Florida on a way more talented team. Well, I mean, the team that he was on with the Calgary Flames are pretty good as well. But he's like a third liner, 4th liner on this type of team, but 3rd liner who puts up, 30 to 40 points, and he's like a physical presence out there. Oh, he got the stash, baby. Oh, should I miss that? I was downstairs making pickled onions. Love pickled onions, and I love pickled garlic as well. Sometimes I'll pickle it up to 5 years and like mix it in with rice. So good, so good. No. Yes. Canada ties. What's up, RJ? Yo, RJ, come over to YouTube. All right, TV timeout, ladies and gentlemen. TV timeout here. Still 30 likes. We hit it, ladies and gentlemen. We hit it. Let's go. Well, we're only in the second. Let's try to hit 40 now. I'm not going to get too greedy, but let's try to hit 40. We're only 9 away from 40. We have a whole period of hockey left, so let's try to hit that. All right, back from TV timeout here. Tie game 2-2. "18-year-old Sam Bennett." All right, we're just looking at the replay here. My buddy just texted me, 18-year-old Sam Bennett. Go Canada! Sheeta! Thank you so much. Love the emojis. I was gonna say, I was driving home from work today, and I saw a bald eagle fly in front of me, and I was like, oh no, that's not a good sign if you're Canadian. My American buddy next to me, he was like getting all pumped. He's like, is this sign go USA? And I was like, we need a beaver crossing. Which we never got one, but that's okay. It's a tie game. Wasn't a bad omen. Canada with it. Right side. They shot. Doesn't get through. Crosby gets it taken away. And the Americans send it into the neutral zone, but they lose it. Canada with some nice short passing. Here comes Canada on the right side. Canada shot. Nice pad save by Hellebuck. This is not me. This is not me, ladies and gentlemen. This is not me. And absolutely not. Quinn Hughes is the best defenseman in the National Hockey League. 5 minutes and 17 seconds. He's better than Makar. And he's American, okay? 5 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Shout out to the state of hockey. 18-18 in shots. Here comes Canada. They had a 2-on-1, but missing the play, missing the pass there on the right side. Offside for Canada. McDavid is just too quick. He's just too quick, even for his own teammates. This is definitely not Isha. I don't know why anyone would think it's me. Hey, let's go, Caden. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 4 minutes and 56 remaining in this period, ladies and gentlemen. Points getting tossed from the face-off, and they're going to put McDavid in there now. Outside of the American zone. And McDavid wins it. Canada dumps it in. USA being pressured behind the net. Now they send it around the boards. USA still has it, trying to find someone at center, but instead just elects to make a play. And here comes Boldy, just skating it up the ice. Good job by Boldy for getting it into the zone. However, Canada picks their pocket, and Devon Toews sends it up that right side. USA able to break that up right at their line. They've been very good at that all game. Bobby Boucher. Hey, love the jean jackets. Hope your undies match. The jort jorts, as they call them. The jort jorts. The short jorts. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Great to see you, man. Shout out to Bobby Boucher, guys. Go check out his podcast, 50 Shades of Bobby Boucher. Yo, long overdue for us to chill and do another podcast. Talk some sports. Talk some crazy shit. Good to see you, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're not frozen, my man. Canada has it. 3-on-2. Shot, and that's blocked. Nice block by the States. Canada retrieves it in the neutral zone. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Binnington forced to play it, and Canada loses it. The Canadian tuxedo. You know it. You know it. That or a big plaid jacket, but where I'm from, up north, we call that the Harewood dinner jacket. Only Chris Gray knows that, because Chris Gray's from my hometown. He knows that reference. Chris Gray, if you're still here, it was a debate between this and the Harewood dinner jacket. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I can't wait. I got a bunch to talk about. And it's always a good time, Bobby. I'll bring Quick Trip as always. Oh, Canada. What's up, Ben? Good to see you, man. 3 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. It felt like the first half of the second round went, or second period. Jeez, I'm still in fight mode. Went by like that. The second half of this period was very choppy. A lot of whistles. But no, Bobby, yeah, like text me tomorrow or on the weekend and we'll plan some shit out. We brewed a beer with lupulin again, so I'll be sure to hook you up with one of those soon too. 3 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. And the Americans send this one in. I saw Felino the Moose on a billboard on the way into work. I thought it was a sign that Canada would get the win. Oh, interesting. I think that's peeling too many layers, though. But I do like that. I do like that. The Moose. 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Kachuk tipped it in. Binnington plays it. And both teams are just trying to get possession. Literally center of the ice. Puck bounces right up the boards. Big hit by the Americans. USA gets it. Left side. Oh, and dude, Canada tried to answer. Sheesh. The boys are throwing the body around here. And a hand pass. We're going to get a face-off. Yo, how good has Seth Jarvis been since coming into the league, eh? Again, Carolina, not the biggest market, and he's not, like, the big name there because he's still new to the, relatively new to the National Hockey League. This is his fourth season, but, like, first year, 17 goals, 40 points. Last year, 67 points, 33 goals. This year, 45 points in 49 games, 22 goals, man. And he's only 23 years of age. 2020 pick at, it's probably like somewhere between 13 and 16. Gonna hop on Discord, call your beauty though. I'll be tuning in again, bro. Hey, Caden, good to see you. We cover all international tournaments. I cover Minnesota Wild hockey, but also like Canucks and playoff stuff as well, man. Thank you so much. Drop a subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. And hey, if you're into MMA, by the way, the City Life Project is my second channel. Consider checking that out as well. But thank you again, Caden. Appreciate you. It's all connected, man. Hey, let's go. Yeah, my second channel is all combat sports. But it's the same sort of thing. We do live streams and stuff like that too. But yeah, appreciate you, buddy. Nice poke check by Hellebuck as Canada has it in the United States zone, and they set up again. 2 minutes on the clock. Canada, Makar, nice cross-ice pass. McKinnon tried to find Makar on the right side. Didn't get it, but Makar still has it. Makar almost got his pocket picked, and the Americans get possession, or at least send this puck down the zone. City life, boom, boom, boom. We literally have a theme song for the channel. It's crazy, it's crazy. USA through the neutral zone, and they're going to dump it in. Canada comes up with it in the corner. Up the right side. Cross ice pass for Canada. And that's going to be onside. McDavid in front. McDavid shot. Nice save by Hellebuck. Canada still has it behind the net. Working here's the Americans. Great job by the Americans. Great check. Great individual man-on-man effort. And this puck's going to go all the way back down to the Canadian zone. 19-19 apiece in shots. 2-2 where it matters most. And we have last minute. 50 seconds on the clock. And here comes Tkachuk. 2-on-2 shot. And a nice save by Binnington. Adam, I don't do anything on YouTube or on Twitter for my combat sports. You can follow me. And like I talk about combat sports a little bit. But no, my YouTube channel is where I do all the streams for my combat sports stuff. I'm not going to pay for Twitter, and you have to pay now to stream on Twitter. Subtle shot at Hoppy. However, if it wasn't for Hoppy not paying for Twitter, I wouldn't be able to tweet this, or I wouldn't be able to stream this on his Twitter account. So thank you, Hoppy. But no, we're almost at 15,000 subscribers on my channel, but we just hit 2,000 on this channel, and that's a big thanks to all you international viewers who love watching these live streams and these international tournaments as well. So thank you guys. 42 seconds on the clock, face off in the Canadian zone, and the Americans win it. The Americans back to the blue line. Shot doesn't get through, and here comes Canada. 34 seconds on the clock. Do they have one more rush in them? Dump and chase. And that's not even... That doesn't even go deep enough to chase, but here comes Canada again. 2-on-2 shot. Not sure if Hellebuck got a glove on that, but that should go to the right. Canada battling behind it. They get it back. 17 seconds. Blue line. Makar. Weaving, looking to make a play. Makar, some nice stick work. Makar's drops it back. Shot. That doesn't get through, but Canada still has it. 4 seconds. Backhand pass in front of the net, and USA stops things there, and that will do it for the second period. And we are all tied up. We are all tied up, ladies and gentlemen. Just like in the first, both teams score one here in the second. Again, smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 40 likes. We're getting there. We're getting there. Only 6 away. Only 6 away. And poll question, I figured this. I figured it would get a little bit closer again if Canada tied it up. Who wins the rematch, Canada or the United States? Let me know. It's simple. Let me know. Already 100 votes in the poll question. Appreciate you guys. Before we take a quick break, let us run down this second period. And by all means, join in. You guys are part of the show. You're part of the conversation. Let me know your takeaways from that second period. Let me know what players you've enjoyed watching the most, not only in this game, but throughout the entire tournament. It's comment-driven live stream. As always, guys, you are part of the show. But as I wait for you guys' comments, let's take a look at the box score again. Reminder, first period, Nathan McKinnon opens up the scoring, assisted by Harley and Reinhart. Brady Tkachuk answers, assisted by Austin Matthews. Oh, I need to plug my laptop in, too. Whoop. Oh, anyways, just remembered. Second period, Jake Sanderson, man. What a beauty goal. That puts the Americans up a goal, and they lead most of the period. Late period, Sam Bennett, man. Sam Bennett ties things up, assisted by Marner. I should say Jake Sanderson's assists were Austin Matthews and Zach Werenski. who Zach Rense's, I believe. How many points does he have right now? I'll check on it in a sec here. But anyways, so there you go. 2 goals in each period. 1 goal apiece. Scoring first in the first period was Canada. Scoring first in the second period were the Americans. And as far as the stats, and again, I'll get back to chat here. Just one sec, guys. 19-19 shots. 53% face-off for Canada. Still leading the face-off slightly. 0-4... was it 0-4? Yeah, 0-4-1 on the power play for Canada still. Hits, the United States still being more the physical team. 23 hits to 15 for Canada. Both teams are blocking shots. 14 for the United States, 10 for Canada. 15 giveaways for the United States, but 10 for Canada. So they ain't perfect either in this. They ain't perfect either. Yes, the second period is over, RJ. RJ, come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. Go Canada. Yo, what's up, Jam? Good to see you. Love the picture. Love the picture. I was trying to watch the MMA show, but it got shut down. Are you going to repost it? I already reposted it. I reposted it like a couple hours after. Sometimes if there's like footage of like replays of like random leagues, it was the 2 MMA fighters versus the 10 amateur fighters in the cage. That clip got it dinged. Can we get the Stamp Fairtex dance lesson between second and third fight? If she's teaching, 100%. Yeah. Love me some Stamp Fairtex. Not only is she like cute as hell, she's also an absolute killer and swoon on multiple levels, right? Swoon on multiple levels. So I see, we're in total opposite. I like that. I didn't want to see Topuria fight Islam if he was still the 140 champ. If he's like, you know what? I'm vacating the belts. I'm gonna go up. Respect. Absolute respect. Okay, one sec, guys. I'm going to plug in my device here as it's about to die. I'm going to take a quick break and refill this, or just top it up anyways for the third. And we'll get right back to the coverage. Keep the comments coming. Again, favorite player of the tournament or game, thoughts on the tournament, or just, whatever, MMA or hockey comments. It doesn't matter. We got some time. To kill, and you guys are part of the show, like I said. So get your comments in the live chat, do a quick stretch, refill your snack bowl, crack another beer, refill your water, drain the main vein, whatever you got to do quick, and we'll be back in 2 minutes on the other side to cover more of the championship game here. 4 Nations Face-Off, 2025 inaugural 4 Nations Face-Off, and it has been awesome. It is a tie game going into the third. We'll be right back to continue to provide you guys play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, interaction. So get your comments in the live chat, do a quick stretch, and we'll be right back in like 2 minutes on the other side for more coverage and to hang out with you guys a little bit longer. Don't go anywhere, back in 2 minutes.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for more Four Nation Face-Off coverage. Four Nations Face-Off Finals / championship game here. USA versus Canada. Shout out to everyone who's been joining us throughout this entire stream. You all are amazing. We appreciate you all. For all of you guys who just joined, we do live play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Live updates, live stats. We got the stats up on screen here. And of course, the interaction with all you guys in the chat here. It's been awesome. We've had a pretty good crowd on all platforms. We've had a pretty good crowd on YouTube. Shout out to everyone who's joining us on YouTube. And if you are watching on X/Twitter and Facebook, come over to YouTube. Help us grow this channel. Big shout out to everyone who helped us hit 2,000 subscribers during the World Juniors. Can't wait for more, honestly, more end of the season hockey here. More championship games, playoff hockey across all levels. Like, I'll probably sneak in a few, like, maybe Memorial Cup, maybe some NCAA high level playoff games as well. Obviously some Minnesota Wild games at the end of the season, and of course the Stanley Cup playoffs. So I just, now watching this tournament, guys, I'm just so jonesing for Olympics. I'm so jonesing for Olympics, and it's just around the corner. This is the appetizer, and oh, what an appetizer it has been. Canada tying things up late, ladies and gentlemen, with 6 minutes remaining in the period. Sam Bennett, 18-year-old Sam Bennett. Yo, what's up, Reddy? Who's far from 18 now, but because when I think he only played like 1 or 2 games in the regular season with the Flames in his rookie year when he came up from the OHL, and then he just played the playoffs. And the Flames actually were pretty good that year in the playoffs. And he did, I think, like 5 points, like 11 games or something like that. Team USA. Sam Bennett's for Team Canada. He scored the last goal there. So Canada opened up the scoring ready. USA answered. USA scored the first and the second period, and then Canada answered. I think it's best case Ontario because it would be terrible if he didn't vacate the belt. But I did want to see him fight Lopez. But if Topuria beats Islam, he becomes the biggest name in sport. Dude, totally. And I do think him and Lopez will fight eventually. Whether it's at 145 or maybe 155. Because Lopez ain't no small 145er either. I just don't see it happening in the next year or two. We might have to wait a little bit. But both of them still relatively young, right? But yeah, man, Topuria. Unreal. Unreal. Gotta be McDavid, says Jam. Yeah, favorite player that you've been watching the tournament so far. Favorite player. Honestly, for me, I think it's been Crosby. Now he hasn't been great in this game. He's been fine, but as the oldest player in the tournament, who was leading in points, and who I believe is playing hurt, like he's nursing something, but still playing tough as well. It's been cool to see him play alongside McKinnon, alongside McDavid. On the American side, Werenski, man. I think out of all the players on the American side, yeah, Brady Tkachuk has been fun to watch. He's a scrapper. He hits everything that moves, and that kind of fits my favorite type of hockey, my brand of hockey, my preferred brand of hockey. But having said that, Werenski, his skating is just, how can you not swoon watching that? How can you not swoon watching that? So, excited for this third period. Few minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes until puck drop here, guys. 2 to 3 minutes till puck drop here. 35 likes, guys. Come on. I know we can get to 40. I know we can get to 40. Sanderson being asked about that goal mid break, by the way. All right, where are we at with the poll? All right, it's still pretty damn even. 47% for Canada. Who wins the rematch? I asked you guys in the poll question. 47 for Canada, 53 for the United States. I mean, Brock Faber for the Americans has played out of his mind good as well. Philip Gustafson. I mean, it sucked that he was sick and couldn't play the last game against the Americans, but he was awesome. And I think this kind of showed everyone, like, oh, who's this Philip Gustafson, right? He's only 26, guys, right? Like, he's still a young goaltender. Like, he's still, like, 2 years away from the best Philip Gustafson that we'll probably see, whether it's in Minnesota or elsewhere. But I'm pretty damn sure that Billy Guerin and co are going to keep him. Brady has been a treat this tournament. Yeah. Dude, and how lucky are Ottawa fans who get to watch him do that every single game, right? Every single game. I kind of hope he stays there. And they pay him just like, you know, whatever he wants. Kind of like Kaprizov. I know like there's levels to this and he's no Kaprizov. And I'm not saying he is. They're very different players. But like he's one of those that like he will always sell tickets. Because he's so young. So like for the next, you know, decade, he's going to sell tickets there. You know, 8 to 10 years. If that's like the time in total. But how many years has he been there already? It's like, I guess he ain't super young anymore. Because he's like, what, like 25 now? Yeah, 25. Yeah, I mean, how do you not keep your friggin' 80, 70 to 80 point player who puts up 100 penalty minutes, but like, they're effective, all right? Who can score 30 as well? Yeah, you pay this man his money. Those are the type of players who win you Stanley Cups, right? Those are the type of players who win you Stanley Cups. And we saw that like his brother in the playoffs with Florida. We saw that with Florida and Sam Bennett too, right? Whereas like Sam Bennett with a little bit more skill would be like a Brady Tkachuk, right? I mean, the skill is there. He put up near 100 points at the junior level, but still. Most do. Most who get a sniff, most who even just play a few games in the show were that guy in junior, right? Or college or high school or wherever they were put on notice. All right. Officially 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left until puck drop, guys, for this third period. We are all tied up. So just like at the starting of the game, obviously, starting 0-0, just like starting the second period where it was 1-1, back to square one, and it seems like the next goal wins. Or we're going to have 2 in the third and go to overtime, and we're all going to be biting our nails until there's none to be had anymore. So, it's going to be an interesting finish, guys. It's going to be an interesting finish. And if like one team scores 2, then I think it just goes, I think tempers flare. I think all like, okay, well, I'm going to be disciplined here. So because the NHL season's still going on, the wires are going to cross and they're going to play tough. But I'm kind of just hoping it stays tight. And if the next goal wins, then so be it. That's how even these teams have been, other than, Hellebuck honestly making some damn good saves and Binnington making me hyperventilate every time he even just trying to play the puck behind the net. But anyways. Yeah, there we go. What broadcast are you guys watching on, by the way? Are you guys watching on ESPN or are you watching on Sportsnet? And by the way, if you're on X/Twitter or Facebook, come over to YouTube and join our chat here. We're building this community. It's awesome. And, I'm doing a lot of like the game coverage live streams, Hoppy doing a lot of the podcast stuff, and, Judd's Buds live stream every Monday. I'm also doing a show with Brett Marshall every Wednesday. So like you'll see my face on this channel once a week, even if I don't stream, but I'm going to be streaming a lot heavier this end of the season than in the start of the season. And and if you guys dig the vibe, if you dig the community here, let's continue to grow it, man. Let's continue to grow it, because we're not only, as you're seeing right now, a channel that covers the Minnesota Wild and just streams Minnesota Wild. It's like, no, we're based in Minnesota, but we're hockey fans. So the focus is Wild, but we're hockey fans first and foremost. So excited for this one. Oh man, like I have goosebumps right now. Like I don't know if they're nervous goosebumps. I don't know if they're hyped goosebumps. Maybe they're just like a mix of all. But third period is upon us. Let's go. Apparently, like there's like a documentary series, kind of like like Road to the Winter Classic, but like nothing will top that because that was like HBO crushed that Road to the Winter Classic. The first 2 seasons, the third one was, but anyways, apparently there's some documentary covering this entire tournament experience for the players coming out in like a couple weeks. So I'm excited to see that. Our boy Ray Ferraro, we gotta listen in Ray Ferraro. Here we go. Listen to Ray Ferraro here. Oh, and he just can't contain his smile. He has a podcast, by the way, with Darren Dreger. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And by the way, he has been featured on the Fellowship of the Rink podcast before. Hoppy and Joe Smith have interviewed him. It was a really good one, by the way. It was a really good episode. All right, here we go, guys. Center ice. McDavid taking this one. And the Americans come away with it. 1954 on the clock. Behind the Canadian net, right side. U.S. able to keep this in. They try to send it around the boards, but Canada able to get physical on that right side. Separate the man from the puck. Battling in the neutral zone. And Canada comes away with it. And McDavid comes away with it, but getting that puck taken away. And here comes Team USA. Man on man. Short angle shot in front of the net, but that goes right to the Canadian stick, and he sends us up the ice. Hey, what's up, Swerve? Can't wait for the season to resume. Too long of a break. This wasn't even a long break. It was 1 week. For this style tournament, or for how good these games were, I'm totally fine with it. If it was like 3 weeks, like World Juniors, that would be too long. But Olympics, can't wait for that now, too. Close game still, yep. 2-2. As we start this third period, shots are even as well. And still very back and forth, back and forth. USA sends it back. Gensel sends it deep. Canada gets it back. Up the left side, try to short pass to his right, to his men in the neutral zone, but unable to hit the stick of Cirelli. Each of them gain possession in the neutral zone, back and forth. Canada ends up just sending it right back into the United States zone. And they're going to dump and chase for it again. And honestly, this has been the story of the opening minutes of this third period so far. Austin Matthews shot. That's deflected. And here comes Sam Bennett through the neutral zone. Sam Bennett dumps it. Hellebuck tries to send up the boards. And this puck trickles into the neutral zone. Canada there to grab it. Canada pass it up through the neutral zone. Puck tipped in. Hellebuck forced to play it action. A big hit by Sam Bennett. Fighting forward in the corner here. Good job by the Americans as they retrieve the puck. And they get it out of their zone. USA dumps, chases. Will the rest of his line mates get a change? Canada now. Through the neutral zone. Nice cross-ice pass. And a pass to the center slot by Stone to McDavid, but that was broken up. And here comes a breakaway. USA backhand, and Binnington with the save. Late to come back was the changing defender, and Gensel unable to capitalize on the breakaway. Yeah, burned on a change indeed. There it is. There it is. Woo-wee. Yeah, backhand attempt by Gensel, and Binnington able to make that save. All right, 17 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock here. Face off to the left of Binnington. Canada really working for that one, but they do come away with it and win the face-off. The United States poking that one right back into the Canadian zone, poking at center. Puck bouncing around. Canada eventually getting into the neutral zone where the States are going to calm things down. 16:55 remaining on the clock. Left side shot sent deep into the Canada zone, and center shot. Beautiful save by Binnington, but puck's still loose. Puck's still loose. Canada with it on the right side. Great save by Binnington. Sanderson back there for the States, pinning the Canadian, and puck gets free. And another nice cross-ice pass by the Americans, man. Making these passes that are throwing Canada off their game here. Nice drop back for JT Miller, right side corner. Canada with a nice hit on Jack Hughes, and puck is sent up into the neutral zone. Unable to play it was Hanifin. And Canada sends it right back into the American zone. 15:56. Hanifin sends it up the left side. Canada pressuring. USA trying to make that play. Nice play through center. Right side. Matthews sends it in. That's off the skate of the defender. Oh, and Matthews, beautiful job picking the pocket of the Canadian defender. Brady Tkachuk in the corner. And USA doing a great job of keeping this puck in the Canadian zone. Canada did a good job taking it to the line, but USA will grab it, flick it up, and send it right back in. But Canada now has it, and looks like both of these squads are looking for a change. Canada just struggling to stay on side. And they do, but a shot, and that one goes up and wide over the right side of Hellebuck. Fighting forward in the corner. Deep in the American zone. 14:58 on the clock. Puck trickles free. Blue line. Pass for Canada. Shot, and that's going to go right on that Binnington. Or not Binnington, freaking Hellebuck. Covers that one up. And we're going to have a face-off in the American zone. 14:53 on the clock. Wasn't a crazy good chance for Canada, but at least they got a puck in. They haven't been able to set up much in this period. As much in this period as they've been able to do in the first and second. Face off to the right of Hellebuck. Chiarelli taking the face off here for Canada. And he wins the face off clean. And a shot by Matthew Marner. That trickles through. And nice job by Hellebuck finding it, covering it. And we're going to face off to his left now. Yeah, Marner. Oh, and so one of the Canadians was looking for the tip. Looked like Bennett was looking for the tip. Oh no, face off still to the right of Hellebuck. Face off won by Canada again. Shot back in, doesn't get through traffic. Puck sent back in behind the net and battling for it behind the net, and Canada gets it back. Blue line. Shot. Oh, tip. Did that hit the post? That hit the post. That was a beautiful tip. Beautiful deflection, and that hit the post. And here comes the American sending that in. Oh my god, dude. That beat Hellebuck too, because he lunged to the right side and even lost his stick. And here comes JT Miller. Shot by JT Miller. Nice save by Binnington. Block by Canada. Devon Taves with it, looking to slow things down. Makar with it as both these teams change. Whew. I about had a heart attack there, ladies and gentlemen. Shots dead even. Same with the score. 22-22 as this game is 2-2. A lot of twos. Puck bounces into the Canadian zone. Brady Tkachuk. Big hit on Drew Doughty. Canada fires this puck back to the neutral zone where the Americans set up again. Canada sends it around the boards. The Americans hold it in. Send it right up in front, and Canada doing a good job of retrieving the puck. Canada sending it back into the neutral zone, but blocked there at the line, and USA sends it right back in. Canada needing a change here. Canada gets it back. Backhands it to the neutral zone, and Canada will be able to tip it into the American zone, and we'll get a few guys off the ice. 13:03, and here come the Americans right back at it. They try to center again. US. Oh, puck trickles right in front, but nobody there to bat it home for the United States. Puck trickled right through the crease, and no one knew the assignment. 12:43, and the Americans are going to send this one in, and that tips up and out of play. 12:41 on the clock, and it's a back and forth affair, ladies and gentlemen. It's a back and forth affair, and oh, the post. Save by the post. The hockey gods potentially want this to go to overtime, I reckon. Binnington playing a good game. Hellebuck playing a good game. Man. High-level hockey here at its finest. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. 48% in the poll question. Who wins the rematch, Canada or United States? 52% say Team USA. 48% say Canada. 39 likes. Let's go. Let's get one more to 40. Let's get one more to 40. I know we can do it. I know we can do it. Thank you guys so much for chiming in the poll question and the chat here. Karen, let's go. Canada, go. Let's go, Karen. Found your way here. I love it. Karen, who's been your favorite player of the tournament on any team or Team Canada? Yeah, Ben, have you been enjoying the game? Friend Ben, all the way from Australia, watching this. Betting on this, probably. But watching this, for sure. By the way, if you guys are watching this on X or Facebook, come over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. Help build our community here. Or join our community here. Crazy hockey fans. We post content on this channel every single day. Yeah, I said Crosby too. Even though this game hasn't necessarily been his best, like, we know he's playing through a little injury, right? All right. Should be coming back from TV timeout pretty quick here. They know their numbers went up for viewership, so they're throwing in an extra commercial or two. I swear to God, ladies and gentlemen. I swear to God. Oh yeah, Detroit's going to be there, yep. Or Stadium Series. I mean, that's a sick venue. How many times has Detroit done this now? I guess it's cool for Columbus and the fans there. A lot of great talent on Team Canada, absolutely. There's just a lot of great talent on the ice in general right now, and throughout this whole tournament. 12:41. And we're going to get face-off at center ice. And Americans win the face-off. This trickles all the way into their zone. 12:35 on the clock. And I don't know who shot this puck, but it goes all the way. I guess it was the Americans. And this is going to go all the way down. And we have a face-off in the American zone. And then, yeah, right back to action this weekend in the National Hockey League, guys. A lot of these players will be joining their teams on the road. Minnesota being one of those. I think Vancouver, Pedersen and co. are going to be joining the Canucks on the road. Sam Bennett taking the faceoff here against Austin Matthews. Matthews wins the faceoff. 12:23. Is it an actual winner of the Four Nations or just Echo? Oh, and Canada with the shot and a nice save, or block, I should say, by the American getting in front of that. It's exhibition, but I'm pretty sure they're getting paid a little sum for this since the NHL is putting it on. This is replacing the All-Star game. Can you explain double elimination tournament? I'm not a regular hockey fan. Double elimination? Oh. So it's okay, yeah. So the IHF bracket for it. So basically, like, you just, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but it's just like, it's the type of round robin where, like, you don't have to win all the games in the round robin. You just have to amass enough points to qualify for the semifinals. So that's what they do in the Olympics and, like, World Juniors as well. Yeah, but that was the round robin, right? To amass points to play in the the finals. Now, again, this is the first time the National Hockey League has ever done this mid-season to replace their All-Star tournament. The International Ice Hockey Federation is not governing this this tournament, but every other international tournament they will. I guess we won't even get into the weeds on the World Cup, but like the Olympics, the World Championships, U18s, U20. And usually when the U18s, the U20s, the Olympics, obviously the World Championships, usually it's like 3 weeks long. This was 1 week long, and the teams only played just like a handful of games. It's more important and honestly better when there's a bigger pool of teams versus just 4, right? Where the Olympics will have a bunch of teams that qualify. Same with like the World Juniors and U18s. And the point system being a little bit better. Yeah, exactly that. Well, and the U.S. lost to Sweden in the semifinals, but it wasn't a semifinals because the way this tournament was just kind of thrown together, it was just whoever had the most points at the end would face each other for the winner. And Sweden went into that game with not enough points to win, not enough points to face Canada, even if they beat the United States, which they did. So like I said, this is very much like, this was a gamble and a test for the National Hockey League to see if this would have interest instead of an all-star shitstorm that like the NBA and the NFL do that nobody cares about. People care about this, and the players surprisingly are playing very, very tough. Like they're playing in a Stanley Cup game, like they're playing in an Olympic game, which I don't think anyone, including myself, saw. I thought they were going to be playing at like all-star game level, but no, they're playing to the best of their abilities here. So I hope the NHL continues to do this, and it's just a primer for the Olympics, which will be the double elimination style tournament as well, but much longer and a lot more teams. I hope that answered your question. 10 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. So that's what's crazy. People are fighting and getting injured and playing like to the best of their ability in exhibition right now, essentially. And a shot from the blue line by Canada. That's blocked, and this goes back to center. Canada, the nice pass to center, back to the blue line. Right side. Doughty goes up, tries to find his man on the back door. But that's blocked, and puck sent down the ice. Here comes the Americans, though. Nice play by USA, forcing Binnington to make a pad save. And he does, and this puck goes up and out of play. We'll have a face-off in the Canadian zone. Yeah, it will be in the right side of the zone. Oh, come on. And the broadcasts are like, yes, we can give these guys another TV timeout. All right, still tied at 2, ladies and gentlemen, halfway through this period. Let me know your predictions. How do you think this ends? Do you think it's just whoever wins this, it's by 1 goal in OT? Do you think whoever wins it is just by 1 goal in the last 10 minutes of this period? Or do you think whoever wins this gets one and then the floodgates kind of open and they get another quick one? Because we've seen the United States do that against Finland in this tournament, where they just basically went 3 up like that. And it was like, all right, good night, Jim Kite. This is over. What do you guys think? Let me know in the live chat. And if you're watching on X and Facebook, come over to YouTube. Come over to YouTube. All right. It's USA 23 shots to 21 for Canada. So not exactly even right now, but essentially everything else is. Let's see. Let's take a look at the face-offs. Yeah, face-offs 51% for Canada, 49% for USA. Literally everything except for hits is and giveaways. The United States were giving away the puck a lot in the second period, and then a little bit in this one. But the United States has given the puck away 17 times. Canada's only given away 12. Americans still leading in hits 27-20, but pretty much everything else, guys, is dead even. Yeah, he's been actually really good, Swerve. He's been really good. It's been awesome that every single Wild player has like performed well in this tournament. All right. Getting back to it here, halfway through the period, final period overtime if needed. And it might be needed because it's been a tight game. I did predict overtime, but I predicted like 4-4 going into overtime, not 2-2. Yeah, Slavin's had an unbelievable game for the United States, and what a pairing, him and Brock Faber. Hellebuyck's played really good too, guys. I mean, honestly, Binnington's been playing a good game. Hellebuyck's, been playing an outstanding game as I always figured he would. All right, finally, here we are. By the way, thank you guys so much for helping us get to 40 likes on the video. Let's go. Bully just picked a fight with Doughty. They were yapping at each other as we were going into the timeout. Canada with it. Makar trying to get it out of the zone, but he's being checked. Makar, left side, pass doesn't get to Crosby. And here comes Team USA. Eichel, right side. He dumps this in around the boards. Gensel sends it back, and Boldy sends it around again. USA trying to find someone at the line, and they do. Shot blocked by Binnington. Another shot, sharp angle shot, and Binnington blocks that one, and Canada gets the rebound. Canada sending us into the neutral zone here, looking to try to get that tip into the American zone, which they do, and Canada's going to make a change. 8:55 on the clock. USA dumps it in with speed. Nice dump and chase by Team USA. Battling for it behind the net. Into the corner. We win by next point. Losing it to the Americans, and Canada now in the neutral zone. Canada, oh my God, almost set up a breakaway. And a good job by Matthews. But Canada has it. McDavid gets it in the corner. McDavid looking for reinforcements. McDavid able to keep the puck. Sends it to center. Marner unable to capitalize. But Canada still holding on to it. And the puck trickles down into the Canadian zone. Binnington not forced to cover it, but is forced to make a save. And here comes Canada. Nice cross-ice pass. Canada back to the blue line. Barely held in, but held in. Back down into the corner. And here comes the Americans as they backhand this puck into the neutral zone. Canada backhands this in. They send it in. They're going to dump and chase. Americans got there first, and they send it back into the neutral zone. Both teams playing good defense, but who's going to pull that trigger? JT Miller. Off to Chris Kreider. And unable to make that carve to the net. And here comes Canada. Brad Marchand. Marchand trying to split the D. Marchand gets it in. Marchand back to the blue line. Shot, and what a save by Hellebuyck. 92-mile-per-hour shot by Hellebuyck. Or sorry, by Parayko on Hellebuyck. He makes that save. Canada still has it. Here goes Parayko with another shot, and that goes through. Back to the blue line. Shot. Hellebuyck. Didn't even need to make that glove save as that went left and wide. Puck thrown in again, and Hellebuyck makes this glove save. He's going to cover that up and slow things down as we get a face-off in the American zone with just under, 7 minutes to go? Wow. If you guys are watching on Facebook, X, or Twitter, come over to YouTube. Join us here, the Sota Pod. This is where you can vote in our poll question. This is where you can interact with the chat. And this is where we are building this community the most. But we appreciate you guys watching on the other platforms, but we'd love it if you came over and watched on YouTube as well. This is like the old days when I was listening to games on the radio. Thank you. Hey, no problem. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hey, I grew up on listening to AM radio and hockey and sports on radio, hockey on radio as well. So I just love doing this. And I'm loving that you're digging in. We can talk in the chat too. I got to get a phone line like the old radio days for post game shows and playoffs or like Olympic games and things like that. That would be fun. We'll get some crazy calls like in the old days. 6:09. And the Americans settle it down as they look to break out. Up the middle for Zacharinsky. Weaving. Zacharinsky sends us around the boards. USA has it. Blue line shot through the crease. Rebound. And the Canadians get it for now as they're fighting for it. And a good job by Canada sending this into the neutral zone. They're still battling. And Adam Fox sends it deep into the Canadian zone. Binnington plays it up the left side. Braden Point over the American blue line. Point gives it to McDavid. McDavid lost it for a moment, retrieved it, sent it around the boards. McDavid losing it again behind the boards. And Jack Hughes gets it to Eichel. Eichel with some nice moves. Able to send this into the Canadian zone. Binnington leaves it for Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty sends it up center. Unable to get that tip into the offensive zone was Canada, but they backhand it in instead. 4 minutes and 48 seconds. I smell some overtime. Puck sent back in. 4:34. USA with a shot outside the circle, and Binnington with the nice glove save. That's just the thing. Like, the Americans are just getting shots on Binnington, even if they're not high danger shots. Like, they're like, bro, it's Jordan Binnington. He's gonna let one of these in at one time. 26-22 shots for the Americans. Like I said, they've just been throwing a lot more on net this third period, but essentially everything else is still pretty even. Like we went over, face off, yeah, is dead even, 50-50. Hits, US leads by 5. Block shots, US leads by 5. Giveaways, the States are still leading, but just a small margin. All right, final stretch, because I smell overtime. I smell overtime, or like just some late goal where it's so close to the end of the game, where like the team's almost even more dejected than just losing flat out, because it's, you know, where they were down a little bit and, you know, it was starting to sink in versus like a sudden like goal with like 5 seconds left, and it's like, well shit, for lack of a better term. All right, TV timeout here, guys. TV timeout here, and be lying if I wasn't sweating. I mean, this is NHL, not IHF, so they're not going to do shootout. They're not going to do shootout. I think IHF extended their overtime to try to avoid shootout, but that's the one thing in like championship games I don't like about the IHF. They might have changed it actually to unlimited overtime in the gold medal game. I have to double check.
Oh my God!
I know, I still got to eat dinner. It was that weird time where it started at 7 and like I got home late afternoon, so I was like, oh, I'll have a snack. Then like I wasn't hungry for dinner, and then now I'm like, oh shoot, now it's dinner time. And I keep seeing, as much as I hate Domino's pizza, I keep seeing these pizza ads, and I'm like, I want to eat the cardboard of that box more than the pizza because it's more tasty than Domino's pizza, but I digress. Still just want pizza now. Oh man, that shot by McKinnon. Good work there by Brady Tkachuk in front in the crease. Oh, that Sanderson goal. And 18-year-old Sam Bennett. All right, here we go. Final minutes of the third period, ladies and gentlemen. Face off to the right of Jordan Binnington. And it's going to be the Americans that come away with this one. Trying to set up his teammate in the slot, but Canada comes away with it. Canada. Good job dumping this one in. Reinhart creating space. Reinhart trying to backhand this in front of the net, but battling. Is Reinhart still? And he sends it behind the net to Connor McDavid. Connor McDavid with it. McDavid tried to pass it to center, but that was blocked. Please end in regulation. 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Battling forward in the corner here. Canada's corner to the left of Binnington. Puck came out center. Americans shot outside of the circle. Right pad save by Binnington. USA sent it right in front of the net looking for an American player, but it hits a Canadian player, and there's a little confusion all around, even from Canada. Now the United States come back into the zone. They send it high. That's a little cheeky. They just flick it up in the air, and Jordan Binnington has to glove that one down. We're going to have a face-off in the Canadian zone. And slowly but surely, the Americans getting more and more shots, more and more opportunities on Binnington in this period. Even if they're not the most high danger chance, just like that. At least making them work and at least getting a face-off. Putting themselves in a position where they can at least get a shot off and not maybe have to work for the shot as much, as both these teams are playing exceptional defense and playing a tight checking game. 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Agreed, Daryl, agreed. 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Did you see the 11th province name as well there? Oh, nice backhand pass cross ice and unable to get it over the Americans. And here comes McDavid up the left side. McDavid with a shot that goes left and wide. How you doing tonight, Daryl? Good to see you. Been enjoying this hockey? Doughty with it again. Doughty to center. That play to enter the zone was a little too fancy there for the Canadians, and Doughty sends this deep into the American zone. The Americans get it back. They send it high into the neutral zone. Canada trying to bat it out of their zone near the line, and they do here. Yes, great. What's up, 7 Russ? 11th province, indeed. 2 minutes on the clock. And puck trickles in behind Binnington. Left side in the neutral zone, fighting for it is Marchand. Puck trickles up. Still fighting for it on the boards. No one comes away with it. Canada does. Yo, frick off, Jerome. No one likes you. 1 minute 42 seconds. Spam-ass spammer you. 1 minute 36 seconds. Canada slowing things down at their blue line. Long pass, onside shot. Beautiful save by Hellebuck. Damn, what a pass to spring Nathan McKinnon. Whoo-wee. Look at that, man. Look at that. Great save by Hellebuck as well. Canada goes, okay, US, you want to play that bouncing puck game? Hey, thank you, buddy. Hope you're having a great night. Hope you're enjoying the hockey. 1 minute 29 seconds on the clock. USA comes away with the face-off. And it trickles back into the neutral zone, but Canada on the left side tries to send it up the boards. Crosby's line is out there right now. 1 minute and 18 seconds to go, ladies and gentlemen. You say you're going to own Canada? No, they're not. Not in this game and not in real life either. What's up, Kenny? 1 minute on the clock. Shot from the Americans. I mean, this game has been so close anyways. No one has owned anybody. Canada has not even owned the States in this one. It's just been clearly the two best teams, man. And it's been incredible. Both games. Obviously, the first one a little bit more heated. This one a lot more technical, but amazing stuff nonetheless. And it looks like we're going to go to overtime unless Canada capitalizes on this rush as Canada dumps it in with 35 seconds. Corner, Canada trying to find someone up front, but can't. Holding the line, here's a Canada shot. Looking for someone cross ice and unable to find that cross crease play, but Canada still has the blue line shot. That doesn't get through, but McDavid has it. McDavid leaves it in the corner. Unable to get it back as Canada. US sends it. Looking for the clear, and they get it into the neutral zone. 10 seconds left. Down the middle, shot, and nice save by Hellebuck. And Makar with some speed was looking to be the hero with 5 seconds remaining on the clock. We have one more face-off. Fuck that, dude. You can have Quebec. I'm kidding for all the Quebecois people watching. Je t'aime beaucoup. Thank you, Sean. I knew you'd be proud of me. I knew you'd be proud of me. 5 seconds on the clock. That was a Sean Stafflin like level pull. And winning the faceoff was Canada, a shot but unable to get through, and we are going to overtime. Are they going to Zamboni this shit? I hope not. I hope they just go right out there. I thought it was very funny. Thank you, sir. Thank you. No, they are going to Zamboni this shit. All right, so we are going to have a break then. No, I doubt it's going to be 3-on-3. I actually have no idea how they're doing it. I have no idea how they're doing it. I don't know if they're doing it like playoff. No 3-on-3. It's just 5-on-5. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the draw bet plus 300. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, so no 5-on-5 overtime. 5-on-5 overtime. Yo, Q, thank you so much for joining on Facebook. Don't forget to drop a like on YouTube as well. Thank you so much for joining. All right, guys, we got some overtime here. We got some overtime. This one is tied 2-2. And pretty much the tale of the game has been discipline as well as just back and forth play. The United States have been so good on their man-to-man checks. Canada's been very good at setting up in the offensive zone, and neither team has been able to control the neutral zone. It's just been back and forth, back and forth. I did like what the Americans did there at the end, and we're just throwing pucks on Binnington. No high danger chances, really, for the most part. And kind of just shook him up a little bit, and they kind of just realized that, look, he's not going to save all of these. Like, there might be one that trickles through. So I liked that, because before then, it was pretty much neck and neck in shots on goal, and it's still pretty close. Canada with 24, the United States with 27, but yeah, no, overall back and forth period 1, 2, and 3. Tight game. Both these guys won it. Physical game despite no fights. As you know, this is for, I was gonna say gold, but this is for the championship, so I'm not surprised. Ilya Clown. Dude, I'm glad he vacated. If he's going to move up, I'm glad he vacated. Because, like I said, I did not want to see the Islam Makhachev fight if he was still going to be the 145 champ. But vacating it, I don't care who he fights at 155 now. He's no longer 145. Do your thing. Do your thing. Did I expect this to happen so quickly? No. Am I, like, necessarily excited for it? Still, no. I'm kind of apathetic. It's kind of like, okay, I guess I'm only glad that he vacated the belt. I think they're not fighting because they both want to win the game and don't want any of their guys going into the box for 5 minutes. But it's been physical. They've each thrown some monster hits. All right. So that's been pretty much the tale of the tape here, guys. That has been the box score, whatever you want to call it, the rundown. 24 shots for Team Canada, 27 for the United States. Face-off is essentially even here. Canada leading by 1%, 50 to 49, or 51 to 49. Canada's the only team that's gone on the power play, and they were 0 for 1. Hits are 24-27 for the United States. States have blocked a few more shots, 20 to 14. Giveaways, 19 for the States, now 17 for Canada. The United States were giving away pucks a lot in the second period, but it's been pretty even here now. I heard Ilya versus Charles is being looked at. Ooh. Honestly, I like that. I like that. Again, fuck that, dude. The players also have jobs to report to in a couple of days. Want to return to work with no broken knuckles. That is true. That is true. Although there's a lot of guys who got hurt in this. Les Canadiens devraient être les meilleurs au hockey, mais ont tellement taxé par les tarés que c'est pas facile. Oui. Ben oui. Also, you heard about Daniel Dubois, right? Yes, yes. Didn't they put Bacoli in as the replacement? Hey, Johnny Gaudreau forever. Dude, the boys are playing for Johnny Hockey. Good to see you, Johnny Gaudreau forever. Johnny Ham and Cheese, Johnny Hockey. I mean, shit, man. Renski's playing on another level tonight. You can see it for sure. For Johnny, baby. It almost makes me feel bad for rooting for Canada, but I can't not. That's my team. That's where I was born. But again, I overall just wanted to see a great game, and that's what we're seeing here. Also the fiasco. Yeah, no, for sure. Yep, and honestly, I like Parker Bacoli fight even more. Yeah, me too. All right, guys. I'm going to take the last break of the stream. Quick 2-minute break. That's it. Quick 2-minute break. Refill your snack bowl. Do a quick stretch. Drain the main vein. That's what this guy's going to do over here. I didn't bring any of my Ray piss jugs in for this. And usually when I do like 6-7 hour UFC streams, I'll have like the Ray from Trailer Park Boys piss jugs here. And, you know, you guys will never know. You guys never know. Don't need to take any breaks. Tonight did not do that. Did not go full Canadian. Just the jean jacket here. But yeah, so I'm gonna take a quick break. You guys refill your snack bowl, grab another beer, and keep the comments coming. We're totally interactive here. It's a comment-driven live stream, especially during the break, especially during the intermissions. And we'll get right back to our coverage here in the finals, in the championship game that, of course, is going to OT. It's USA, Canada with everything on the line. Of course, it's going to go to OT. And that's what we wanted to see. Quick break on the other side. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back with more OT Four Nation Face-Off Finals coverage here, ladies and gentlemen. I think another 8 minutes, but I'm not going to take an 8-minute break. I'm just literally going to go for like 2-3 minutes tops. But 8 minutes until the first OT period. 5-on-5. Just like NHL playoffs, baby. Just like NHL playoffs. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Continue to vote in the poll question. Or vote in the poll question if you haven't already. And continue to comment in the live chat, guys. Quick break. Back on the other side for more coverage, for more play-by-play, for more interaction. If you guys are watching on Facebook or X, get your ass over to YouTube. And we'll be back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. OT up next. Back after this quick break.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course.
And we are back live here on the Sota Pod YouTube channel for some overtime hockey coverage. It's Canada versus USA in the finals, in the championship game, in the tournament finals, ladies and gentlemen. And it wouldn't be a high stakes Canada versus US game if it didn't go to overtime. Hey, what's up, Hockey from Home? Good to see you. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This game is essentially tied. The U.S. lead in certain areas, but it's been pretty much back and forth this whole night. The USA has been a little bit more the physical team throughout the night, yet Canada kind of caught up. The USA was giving up more pucks throughout most of the game, yet Canada kind of caught up, unfortunately, in that regard as well. Great first period, we saw a goal from each. Great second period, we saw a goal from each. No scoring in this third. So now we go into some overtime hockey. Hockey from you weren't watching this game? What kind of Canadian are you, Hockey from Home? Yeah, damn rights they should if they're from Canada. All right. So about 4 or 5 more minutes until puck drop, guys. Good question. Yeah, it's crazy. You're like an NHL channel and everything. And you're watching this game. This is the finals, Hockey from Home. This is the finals. There you go. There you go. I dig it. I dig it. All right. OT hockey coming up next year, guys. OT hockey coming up next year. 144 votes. 54% of you say the Americans are going to win this one. 46% say Canada. Let's see if things switch around once the third period begins. Or sorry, third period, once OT begins. But I think it's going to stay around this. We win and put Miracle on to go to bed to. I was gonna watch it last night, but I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can watch it win or lose after. Awesome movie. Again. But I did watch the full 20-minute version of the 1987 Canadian World Junior hockey team getting a line brawl and beat the piss out of the Soviet team to get ejected from that tournament. So that was my Canadiana thing I watched. We win, I put Miracle. There you go. We lose, I put Miracle on to go to bed too. There you go. There you go. It's an awesome hockey movie. This is an awesome movie in general. And there's not many good hockey movies out there. Like, Goon is good, but, you know, comedy-based, but it is good. Shoresy's good, but it's kind of like in Goon territory, right? It's like more comedy, but does kind of show off the Canadian hockey side, eh? Hockey, what? That version is just a cope? Ah, there you go, there you go. I watched The Cutting Edge for good luck. I mean, Youngblood is awesome. I would, you know, Slapshot is obviously legendary. Goon 2 is... We don't talk about Goon 2. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh yeah, Mystery Alaska is... No, Mystery Alaska is awesome, and that's the one I always think Youngblood over Mystery Alaska. No, Mystery Alaska is unreal. I never watched Indian Horse. That one came out in, like... I want to say, like, 2017? 2016? Yes, Sudden Death Now. Mighty Ducks, they don't hold up for me. Like, there's some shows or movies I'll watch, like, you know, like the Goofy movie I will watch as, you know, I'll watch with my little cousins, or I'll watch with friends, kids, or whatever, and as an adult you can still appreciate the nostalgia there. Mighty Ducks made me cringe more than appreciate it. Although I'll, like, still show my little cousins and nieces and nephews and things like that. Mighty Ducks, but I'll definitely be the uncle that shows them Goon before Mighty Ducks. Slapshot, baby. Adam Sandler, ice hockey movie. Well, he always brings up hockey in most of his movies, but Happy Gilmore, I think, was a little bit more of a golf movie. All right, here we go, guys. Puck has dropped in this OT period. It's for all the marbles, baby. 1950 on the clock. If you want to sync up with me. And only one more goal will be scored here, ladies and gentlemen. That will be the championship goal. And the Americans have it to the right of Connor Hellebuck. Oh my god, I totally forgot about the hockey in that one. 19:30 on the clock, and puck trickles all the way down to the Canadian zone, and Binnington's now going to play this one. He sends it to the left, and Canada up the left side. They actually gain the zone. Canada the shot towards the net, and that goes high and deflected up and wide. He never played in the NHL, but he's here. Who's that? Who's that? No. In this tournament, it's only NHL players. In this tournament, it's only NHL players. IHF or governed tournaments like World Championships and Olympics and things like that, you can pluck players from different leagues. But this is just a four international team NHL player tournament. So this has replaced the All-Star game for the NHL. And the Americans send this puck deep, and a nice little forecheck by the Americans. Good pressure here, which is what you need in OT, man. You got to force your opposition to make a mistake. 18:58 on the clock. I mean, it's Canada versus US hockey from home. Oh, a nice sharp angle shot by the Americans, and Binnington with the save, but he gives up a pretty big rebound. Gensel from the blue line got a shot in, and this will trickle on a few different players' skates or sticks in the neutral zone and be taken by the Americans, who skated in. Right side shot that goes up and wide, still in the Canadian zone. Drew Doughty in the corner sends it up the right side. Canada cross ice shot, nice save by Hellebuck. Canada with it, circle shot again, that doesn't get through. Well, I mean, this isn't a real World Cup anyways. Without Czechia, without Slovakia, it's not a real World Cup. That's why it's not the World Cup. It's the four nations face-off. But it's way better than any All-Star game we've seen since the early 2000s. 1801. And the United States is going to get an icing, even though Canada had too many men on the ice. We'll take a look at it. She's out of my league. Oh yes, dude, that was a underrated movie, underrated comedy in the late 2000s. Yep, Pittsburgh, and my God, mwah, swoon. Hear me out. Every 5 minutes we lose a player from each side. Ooh. Until the coaches have to get out there? After stoppage, it changes? You better stay up. So Russia has been banned from international play since the war in Ukraine. Yeah. No, they haven't even been allowed to compete in the Olympics. They've been competing as the Olympic athletes of Russia. And then the IHF, the International Ice Hockey Federation, they banned U18, U20, World Championship, and the NHL just didn't want to do it here. And McDavid speeding across the ice into the American zone, unable to get a clean shot out. But Canada keeping this puck in, and it's McDavid. McDavid circle. McDavid looking for the toe drag, unable to get it. But Canada keeps this in the United States zone, but the United States get the possession back. And they're going to short pass this all the way back to Canada's side in the corner here. 17-13. Cross crease pass, and unable to get that finishing shot there were the Americans, but they still have it in the circle. Cross ice pass shot, and that goes right and wide, and here comes Canada up the right side. Honestly, they might have served penalties for both. 1644. I'm pretty sure they actually like served some penalties for both. And here comes Canada, partial break shot, and nice defense by the United States. Again, their man-on-man checking has been really, really good tonight. Honestly, if Russia was in this, they were my favorite to win it. I think they would outscore everybody. It was both. There you go. 16-19. Very well, hockey from home. Shot again by the Americans. That goes right and wide. Kaprizov, Kucherov, Malkin on a line. I mean, there's so many. There's so many. Yeah, I'd have Kirill on the first line with Malkin and Kucherov. Who gets the game winner? Malkin is injured. Well, I'm just saying if they were gonna do it, that's what I would like to see. 16-14. But like, have fun playing with that roster. It's amazing. I wrote out every top Russian and like I was like, oh baby. 16-04. It'd be a sick team to watch play. Canada has it. Hockey, watch the game. Okay, that's the hockey movie. Watch this game. That's the hockey movie. 15-49. Canada with it. They set up the neutral zone. Broken away from the Americans. Bouncing puck. Shot. Binnington makes a huge save. Oh my God, Jordan Binnington with the save of the game. Potentially the save of the tournament from his left side. Oh my God. Oh my God. Falling to the ground. Freaking, oh my God. Dives left and catches this one. Oh my God. What a glove save by Binnington. That might have been just like, that was definitely save of the game. Americans win the face-off. Shot, another big glove save by Binnington. I think that one might have gone high anyways, but man. 15-27. Jordan Binnington, I'm sorry I said anything bad about you. Okay, never mind. That was going left corner. Yo, Binnington just gave Canada 2 huge saves to keep them in this. Yo, what's up, Soto? Good to see you, buddy. Matthews almost called game on that. 15-14. I think Sam Bennett gets the game winner. He's already scored 1 here tonight. Let's go. 18-year-old Sam Bennett. If he even gets ice time. Him or McDavid? On the U.S. side? One of... Brady. I know he's already scored, but that'll be the textbook ending for them if it happens. Canada has it, slowing things down. Drew Doughty behind his net makes a pass and blowing a tire. There was one of the Americans, but anyways, Canada making their breakout here. Not with speed though. Yeah, McKinnon, good pick as well. Soto, chin for USA. Faber sends this up the right wall, battling right on the Canadian line. For USA, Matthews or Tkachuk. Still battling. And Canada ends up coming away with it. Drew Doughty sends it up to Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner pokes it in. Marner chasing for it, but Hellebuck sends it around. USA, neutral zone. They send it up. Canada scoops it back up. 13:59, and here comes Canada. Canada, shot. That doesn't get on net, but it trickles in front, and the United States gets it back, and they send it up the left side. Canada had one guy in the neutral zone hanging. He retrieves it. Cross ice pass. Canada's going to try to enter the zone with speed, and they do. Right side. And, losing it. Unable to perform that drop back pass, but Canada still has it. Blue line shot. That doesn't get through traffic. The Americans have it. Here comes USA. Austin Matthews. Back to the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Front of traffic doesn't get through. Austin Matthews is going to do this again. Dylan Larkin carrying around, dumping it in, and the Canadians are going to regain possession. Canada through the neutral zone. They're going to dump it in and change. All right, both teams catch their breath, but Sam Bennett aggressive in that forecheck. I mean, the Americans in the first period were doing that too. They were kind of like pressuring Canada to make the play. Oh, there's a nice hit by Canada, but U.S. have it. Right side, neutral zone, nice cross-ice pass. Unable to get to the left side, though, in Canada. Good job picking the pocket of USA. Canada enters the American zone without the puck. Americans pick off that lane, and they have it in this at center. Left side. USA has it in Canada's zone, fighting in the corner. Back and forth. Finding man at the blue line. Beautiful pass. Lane. Shot goes over the net. And trickles to the left of Binnington. Unable to hold the line were the Americans, and they're going to change. Nice talk from him. Yeah, if you guys want to see MMA commentary much like this, check out the City Life Project. Canada has it in the United States zone. They wait, and a shot from the blue line doesn't get through. And USA just hammers this puck into the Canada zone, and good speed there by Jack Hughes, but really? The refs are going to say it was icing. I don't know. I thought Jack Hughes, honestly, got to it. Whew. Man, some really good opportunities for both these guys. And we're going to have a face-off to the right of Hellebuck. 11:50. Shots 26-33 USA. Next goal decides it's shot. That goes right or left and wide, but Canada keeps it in. They send it around the boards. They have it in the corner. Oh, from McDavid scores! McDavid scores! McDavid scores! Top right! Top right! Oh, Canada, baby! Oh, Canada! Let's go! Let's go! Dude, Jordan Binnington kept them in this, and McDavid with the top right snipe show. Canada and the United States just set up a huge storyline going into the Olympics. 1-1 going into the Olympics right now, guys. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Top titty 2-4. McJesus, damn it. Hell yes, I'm so happy now I can finally sleep. It's all good hockey from home. Let's fucking go. He'll never win a Stanley Cup, but he won the Four Nations. Oh man, Sven, you did not have to do that. Thank you so much for gifting a membership, man. Thank you so much for helping us grow this little network as well we got going on here. This was truly best on best and such a great fucking appetizer for what we're going to see in the Olympics in a year and a half, right? Like, holy shit, man. And Russia, like, they're projected to be back in that one, too. Thank you so much, Sven, for the gifted membership, dude. And thank you so much for hanging out and watching some hockey with us as well. Sven's been a longtime supporter of my City Life project, just like, a lot of people in the chat here as well. Sean Stafflin, who's one of our mods on that channel as well. Hockey from Home, obviously. If you don't know Hockey from Home by now, you should. That was a good game indeed. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm just watching right now. Oh man, yeah, you can't leave that man open. You can't leave any of these players open, but you cannot leave that man open. And you know what? We'll give credit where credit is due, man. We're all dogging Jordan Binnington, and he made 2 clutch saves to keep the boys in it. Let's fucking go. Yo, Sven, thank you so much, man. Yeah, later. I'll see you this weekend. I'll be live tomorrow. I was going to do FFC tonight, but like it's almost done now. This game went a little bit longer. Let's go. My buddy knows I broke into your house too. I think they're going to do it every All-Star now, moving forward. Like, no more All-Star. We're just going to do this. Oh, Canada, Terre de nos aïeux. Yes, 1-1 going into the Olympics now. 1-1 going into the Olympics. Good night, Hog from home. Told yas. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hell yeah. Short but sweet tournament. Short but sweet. Early Saturday morning game for the Wild. And next up, fortunately, I'll be watching KSW, watching Polish MMA fighters jacked to the nines on all the anabolics and EPO, beating the piss out of each other. Hey, no problem, Wesley. Hey, if you don't mind, Wesley, hit up our YouTube channel, The Sota Pod. Throw us a subscribe. It would really help us. But if not, cheers. Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, Detroit this weekend. What is USA number 11? I've got a youth group on Saturday, so I'm not even for a while. No worries. I'll be streaming all day Saturday. UFC picks and predictions in the morning. There might even be something before that. I gotta put my schedule out tonight, but I need to eat something after this. Canucks vs Vegas gonna be good. Ugh, and there's the handshake. I mean, are any of these guys teammates? There must be like one or two. Now, even after all that, you love seeing it in this sport. Tied going into the Olympics. The States know your role in hockey. I was scared, man. We saw two World Juniors back to back, and I was like, oh man, not this little tournament. Not this little tournament. But anyways, now it's 1-1, like I said, and then we got the Olympics next. Which will be awesome. Nice hockey from home. I'm sure he's gonna have a fun time. Dude, fucking Seth Jarvis. That little fucker, man. He's good. Definitely was very impactful in this game as well. Man, 5-on-5 overtime. It really makes me not like 3-on-3, which 3-on-3 in the first year was fun. Now it seems to be pretty slow pace. The next four nations until 2028 from what I'm reading. Oh, okay. Well, then that's unfortunate. I hope they just start doing it every year instead of the All-Star game. Yeah, the World Juniors was run the wrong way, though. True. That is true. But I would argue that Canada probably should have added Tom Wilson to this roster as well, and I will guarantee he's going to be there for the Olympics. Anyways, guys, that'll do it. That will do it. I guess there's like a trophy presentation and things like that. But Sports Center, both on Canada's side and the United States side, is going to give you all that stuff in more detail than I can, as I'll be learning about it live watching as well. But it's dinner time for me, a late dinner, but dinner time nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for joining all the streams in this small little tournament. I'll be back covering more Minnesota Wild games down the stretch, some NHL playoff games down the stretch, and maybe even some World Championship games down the stretch as well. So we stream every Monday and Wednesday live hockey talk shows, prospects and Minnesota Wild, NHL prospects and Minnesota Wild talk on Monday, and NHL and analytics and NHL news and some Wild talk on Wednesdays as well. We drop 2 to 3 videos every single day, full podcast, interviews with all sorts of players, prospects, writers, personalities in the world of hockey. And if you just like podcasts and want to listen on your audio feed, just look up The Sota Pod, and you can find our podcast that we drop every single day of the weekday. Monday, college hockey. Tuesday, prospects. Wednesday, Minnesota Wild and NHL Wild with athletic writer Joe Smith. Thursday, more prospects. And Friday, analytics show. So a little bit of everything. And tomorrow, I will be live on my second channel, the City Life Prospect. That's how Money Moicano says it. The City Life Project. Look that up on YouTube. That's my second channel, and I will be live all weekend covering Muay Thai, kickboxing, and some boxing as well. As Saturday is a big day of boxing. Anyways, let's get through the last couple comments here. That was a nice goal. And a Canucks Stanley Cup run? Oh, God. We'll see. We'll see. See when the Nordiques come back. It was a nice evening. Hey, see you when that day comes. See you when that day comes. Watch the Punisher TV series. Also punching and kicking in it. Oh, nice hockey from home. That's nice. All right, hold on. What does this trophy look like? What does this trophy look like? Is Connor McDavid player of the game? It's not a bad looking trophy. It's not a bad looking trophy. Kind of looks like a conference trophy. NHL just does trophies right. NHL just does trophies right. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching on Twitter, please jump over to our YouTube channel just to drop a like and a sub on the channel, a like on this stream. We'll be back for more Minnesota Wild, NHL, and international hockey streams very, very soon. Check my second channel, like I said, and I will see you tomorrow on the City Life Project, and we'll see you on the next stream, probably next week or the week after on this one. Podcasts every week, wherever you get them. Podcast app or this channel. Like, sub. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, Canada, baby. We'll see you Americans at the Olympics. 1-1 going into the Olympics. This is honestly best case. Wait for it. Ontario. See you guys on the next one. Peace.